A beautiful morning today as we continue the theme slow and steady and kind of the same way and focus on creating let's see creating a life of our own desire through our own passion and appreciation and acceptance. Thank you, Crank, for the suggestion for the theme of the day, and you sounded excited about when you hear about creating. So yeah, as we move forward, no matter what we decide, we do create the world around us. We manifest this world through our perception. If we're being positive, thinking positively, positive things happen. And even if they're not so positive, we can go through it being positive. It can be a lot more conducive than living in that negativity that we could find ourselves in. Okay, good morning. How we doing, Rolando? It's good to see you this morning, bub. Hope you're holding all right, buddy. Hope you're holding up all right. My brain, no work, no good yet this morning, my brother Rolando. Hope you're holding up well, my friend. Hope you're holding up well. We're still getting set up, getting our things going, moving forward, slow and steady. I hope everybody out there in YouTube land, Rolando, Diz, is that Diz Briz? I can't, Jesus. What do I do like this? There we go. Brits. Okay, awesome. Scott W., good morning. Just got my coffee on deck. I'm off weekend, so thankful, blessed. You are a blessed human being. We appreciate you having you here. We're 1% better today, my friend, than we were yesterday, and that's an absolute phenomenal thing. Greg suggested create to be our theme for the day, and I think it's going to be a good one, because we are going to create a world of our understanding. We're going to create this love and beauty from within inside ourselves and share it with the world. You know, act like these things come from nowhere, right? And we don't know how we get there. We must create these things. You know, we create some of the pain and misery in our life. I have to admit that at this point in my life and where I'm at. Yes, we are always 1% better, brother. We also create some of the love and compassion in our life as well. Despite what's going on in our lives in this moment, we get to decide how we're going to digest it. You know, when I smashed my back window out, right? I mean, it could have been a horrible day. I decided to create something better. I decided to take it in a positive direction. And that plexiglass is still holding up, which is absolutely phenomenal. I don't understand. I really wouldn't have put that on it. Are you 1% better today and love God? Or you're under? Yes, I am 1% better, and I do love a God of my understanding. Thank you, Scott, for asking. I appreciate you, Brother Orlando. Good morning, good sir. Good morning. Good morning. Anyway, it's going to be an absolute blessed day. Let's see how it plays out sitting at the casino this morning. If we can't get someone to yell at us for chilling and try to spread hope and love. Now, I can't really be too judgmental. I guess I really got home and got out, looked at the car, and I'm like, I'd be worried about that dude sitting in my parking lot too. I would be responsible for this dude and his shenanigans. Doodly 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 doo. God, why am I having such a hard time this morning? I might have to turn it around. Lane. Here is evening. I don't understand, Lane. What are we talking about? Did I miss part of a conversation? I don't think I did there, Lane. But you are welcome in, chat. I hope you guys are having an awesome morning, as I am doing quite well. Still waking up, brain no work, no good, with no caffeine in it. But we're slowly going to fix that problem. We're going to have a nice chat about creating, manifesting a destiny for us that helps us move forward strongly and securely in a positive way. That doesn't mean some magical thing. That means through spiritual alchemy, changing our emotional state so that it'll reflect in the world around us. And if it doesn't, we're still going to be in a good place. You know, we could be trudging through the swamp, and it all depends on the way you look at it. The swamp is necessary. It's a home to a lot of animals. We can give thanks for this place that is necessary. We can't destroy all the swamps, right? we look at it like that, it's not so bad. It sucks for us to trunk through it, but it needs to be there. Or you could just be in misery, trumpet through the swamp. Which way are you going to live today, my friends? MD, I love your face. It's good to see you. JC coming soon. Well, we appreciate your opinion, brother, and the God of your understanding. Let's see what's going on here. Diddly-doo, diddly-diddly-doo. Got the first like. You did, brother, did you? Oh, Orlando did. Let's roll the dice for you, brother. We appreciate you coming in and doing the next right thing so early this morning for yourself. That was a niner. Orlando, you're coming back for the deuce of the deuce. No, it's not. What am I talking about? Brain no work, no good. It's snake eyes, Orlando. It's snake eyes. I don't know what I'm talking about this morning, but feel free to nominate a roller in the chat here, someone who's starting to conversate with you or conversate in general. Give a chance to roll. I bought a new blindfold, but I can't see myself wink wearing it. Oh yeah. What? Yes, I can see that being a problem. How do you know how well it looks? Yeah. I appreciate you creating this aura of joy. Through joking, laughing, through caring and kindness, we will create a better world for ourselves. Despite what's going on around us, despite where on the spectrum we are and what's going on in the world in this moment. Hey, we appreciate you, Jane, Jain, Jane. We appreciate you. Way was I tinted out, the glitch. We appreciate you for stopping in and saying hello, the glitch. So man, just open a rare packet door and stream. Oh, that's ridiculous, SW. We recommend a bottle for that, brother. And if you go to the little travel hack that I learned from an amazing human being, I think I've told stories about her. Meeting her in Florida at the pier. But if you go to laundromats and get old soap jugs, for that number one, while you're in the car, it'll help negate that smell, give you somewhere to whatever, and then you just throw it in the dumpster. That was her point of view. This way you're not doing that, or like it's in bottles and it reeks, because the soap really negates the smell. And you just use it once or twice and toss it. I mean, it was already in the garbage, right? You know about India. I do not know much about India, my friend. I don't even know much about where I'm at in this moment. I was talking the other day, Scott, in the chat, Maria. The glitch. Any interested comments will be taken on. Thank you, MD, for keeping us safe, secure, and loved in this moment while we create a beautiful day for ourselves. That's what it's all about. And again, we're going to follow this theme of slow and steady as yesterday. I'm not going to read every single comment today. My friends in blue here will make sure that I get any pertinent information. I'm sure I'll try to read most of theirs if I can. But I'm going to take it easy on myself. I've been pushing really hard for this thing that we're racing towards. It's going to be beautiful. It is beautiful. It's amazing. And it's already exceeded my wildest expectations. In the last month, we've grown 1,000 followers. To all my fellow travelers out there who've decided to jump in the last month and make it a good morning and start their day off right with love, respect, and understanding, welcome. And welcome to all my new friends who want to be part of the journey. Not only do we do this shit show in the morning, but we travel across the country doing the next right thing, finding amazing places, making impacts in life to the best of our ability. Whether that be finding a natural waterfall, the natural water slide, or a little lagoon that has our own little personal waterfall where we could just hang out for the day. These are all in the shorts if you guys want to check them out. Meanwhile, keeping the old Galactic Avenger running with duct tape and love, a little bit of spray paint and some ingenuity, we get there and we have a blast together. So please join us in this shit show that I call my life. AMD, looks like you guys are having some nice positive conversations. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sarah. Appreciate you. If I'm skipping over anybody, it's going to be another one of those days where I take it slow and steady on myself. I'm going to do my best. If I see that you liked or shared in there, I will definitely give you a roll, but we're not going to be pushing this game. I do want to keep honoring our fellow travelers who have been with us, who have helped to create this game. We put a lot of time and effort into that, and that's something we're still going to play. You're still going to be able to, if you do decide to say the thing and I catch it, we're gonna put you on the outside of the Galactic Avenger. But it's going to be a blessed day because we're going to create it in that fashion. That's the theme of the day. We're going to roll over the slow and steady theme of yesterday and take care of ourselves to the best of our ability, move forward with love and compassion in our heart, and open up. And hopefully we can help some friends out there get their day off well. I know we had a pretty intense day yesterday with the conversation we had, and I hope JJ pops in, and I hope he's doing all right. James, my brother. I just noticed you, Scott. Every once in a while, I'll scroll back here, make sure that I got a doctor's appointment. Okay, brother, whatever you need to do. We're going to play the same theme. We played DYI, subs and coffee. Another user bought him a French press and beans. Yes, he did. And it was actually Krankenstein, my boy, my brother, from another mother, Mr. Krankenstein, with the French press. Came for the win with the French press, so I didn't have to drink the instant anymore. We haven't been using the cooker in the car to heat the coffee since we are, at my house, I guess. I'm staying there, and we're not there now because, of course, I don't get any signal there. But the camper cooker is the gas is leaking quite prevalently now. I do have a short in the shorts as well where I cook inside the camper car, and it's been leaking the entire time, but I've just been negating it by opening things up, but it's gotten a lot worse where it's like you can hear it, so I don't think I should be using that anymore, especially smoking cigarettes with a DB gas thing, but yeah, doodly-doo, I was just scrolling through my job profile pictures, trying to find a new work profile picture. Oh, yeah. It's always good to mix it up, my friend. Create something different. Manifest this destiny of love and appreciation by rolling the dice, by doing something different with yourself, by having compassion and love and appreciation, slowing down and being who you need to be in this moment. So, we all idealistically have this understanding of who we want to be, right? And if you don't, you should work on that. I highly recommend you work on taking yourself out of the picture and really looking from the outside in of what you would want to be. Define that thing. But know that no matter what that thing is, you could, if you're striving to be something, it can become a natural part of yourself, but you also got to take a break sometimes and be whatever you are in every given moment. And that's what I've been doing the last couple of days, and that's what I've been doing this whole time, is just being who I am in the moment. But I had to drop that fear the other day that I wouldn't be heard, or that, if I didn't come in here with all this energy and if I wasn't pushing, that I wouldn't get anywhere. And that's it has not happened. We're still doing phenomenally. We're still having a great time. Everybody's still chatting. Nothing is better than frizzy ground and brewed coffee. Damn straights, Pamela. We appreciate you coming in, agents. I'm going to try to recognize everybody at least. DYI. You guys are awesomely amazing. We have some amazing mods that'll take care of you in the comments. Make sure you feel heard. Guys, make sure if there's anybody in pain out there that we could help counsel this morning, that I see that. I'm so glad we saw JJ's yesterday, and I hope he's doing well. But we're always up to try to, figure it out together. That's a big part of getting our day off right and being positive, is by opening ourselves up. Are you in a Dodge Avenger? Dude, I am in a Dodge Avenger, Keith. You want to see something awesome? Let's see. Here we go. So this is the old Galactic Avenger with the back seats ripped out. Now it's a little trashed right now, but I got a foam mattress that I stick into the trunk, and then I can sleep in the back. I built this kitchenette area here so that I could have a little kitchen. We could have our game area in the morning, coffee, whatnot. Yes, I am in a Dodge Avenger. The Galactic Avenger, technically, if you look in my playlist, you'll see what I'm talking about, held together with spray paint and love. I got a whooping today. You got a whooping today? What did you do? What did you do? Did you got to take your medicine, Aaron? You got yourself a whooping? I've had a couple whoopings. Gams used to beat that ass with a fly swatter when I was younger. You might think, oh, a fly swatter. When you get hit 37,000 fucking times in 4 seconds, you learn your lesson real quick. Graham Gams used to grab that fly swatter, like, oh shit, I'm fucking up. It's not time to slow down, you know? And now as an adult, it's like, you know, it used to like emotionally upset me a lot more than physically because it's a fly swatter, right? You know, Gam's coming at me. But she had to keep my little crazy ass in check. Sometimes we need a whooping. Sometimes we need a swift kick in the ass. I wake up 7 a.m. but was able to go back to sleep. Good. Because you're in a different Orlando. I keep forgetting that if we have friends out there in different time zones and whatnot. It's like 7 a.m. here now. But I'm glad you got some rest, Orlando. I used to public saying, he was at home, but travels in the car. Yes, sir. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. Sarah, my mom used to sweat us with a grand paddle that said beware on it. Yeah, whoop that ass. You know, I get into what my mother used to do, but it's not as comedic. So we'll kind of just go over that and just know that my mother was in a lot of pain and handed that pain off. You know, but it is what it is, man. We got to take it for what it is. And, you know, some of them beatings I needed as a young man, I needed. And, it's, you know, some of them were unnecessary. Gams was always, I had to push Gams over the edge. She had to, you know, and I loved, I was Gam's little helper after Grandpa passed. And, you know, but sometimes I needed to get just swatted up with that fly swatter. I admit that now as an adult. Try a yardstick. Oh, shit. So Al told me, Al went to one of those native schools, man, where they used to it was a re-education school, like a Catholic school where they weren't allowed to speak their language, where they weren't allowed to, like, they had to dress like tie suit. It was like a Catholic school. And like, he was left-handed and they'd beat him for using his left hand. Like, he used his right hand and he had a horrible handwriting, and he still did that until he passed. Couldn't write with his left hand. He was left-handed because they used to come up with a big ruler and they'd smash his hand if he used his hand with it, I guess, man. These old nuns were something serious, dude. You know, those same things that you've seen on the news where all those children were buried up in Canada, the same kind of schools. He went through that. That's only a generation behind us, you know, that all this torment happened here. With the natives but yeah, the fucking the ruler, yeah, he used to get his ass whooped with that as a young man, I guess, as they tried to re-educate him away from his culture. Horrible shit that people go through, you know. You know, we make levity of it and whatever, and yes, I think to a certain extent there has to be. I always say I'm gonna whoop that ass to my nieces and nephews. Now, when my meaning is I'm gonna drop the hammer down. I've never actually. Well, my little sister, I had to put hands on her ass 3 good whaps when she was a kid. I didn't enjoy doing that, but she was just losing her in mind, and it stopped it, and that's all it ever was, you know. And you got to be willing to go the distance, I guess. But when I say whoop that ass, most of the time it's like there's a punishment coming. There's some corner time. There's going to be something taken away from you, you know, something like that. But Gams wasn't around when she said whoop that ass in the fly swatter. She didn't have to say it. She just reached for that fly swatter. Like, sometimes I just be a spazzy little tweaker and just keep going. She just light me up with that damn thing. Anyhow, so today is about creating and appreciating and loving and respecting as we sit here giving thanks this morning. I appreciate everybody coming in today. It's an absolute beautiful morning. I apologize if I've missed anything pertinent. Please, my mods out there, keep an eye on what's going on in the chat for me. And let me know if my family is asleep right now. Orlando, okay. I just want to make sure we don't miss anything. We, already a little bit of look like an Indian actor. Do I can take that. I went to a casting call yesterday. If you guys want to hear about that, it was kind of bullshit, but I can share it with you. Yes, and don't be afraid to tip-tap Tuna-Rooney that screen, because your thumbs won't fall off. They may not. And if they do, please let us know, because we always thought they shouldn't have, without a doubt. And I've heard if you tip-tap Tuna-Rooney that screen a bunch of times, helps draw more of our brothers and sisters in so we can enjoy a bigger conversation. Rose, there you are. Good morning, Mrs. Pamela. Or a belts, regular Jim Lock. Whoa, we went way up the scale here. That was the used young kid. I have PTSD from, and I hear you do. And there's a whole nother, we joke about these things and how certain things are needed. But yes, my mom had a boyfriend whoop my ass by holding the belt with the at the opposite end of the buckle one time. And I mean, yeah, PTSD, right? No, I get it. And we gotta figure out a way to let these things go to a certain extent and know that they were using the tools they had. I don't have compassion for that man that did that to me. I do have compassion for my mother and the stress that she went through as a single mother, and how I was a spastic little tweaker. I couldn't imagine handling me in her scenario, but that, so we gotta, I don't know. It's hard. It's a complicated subject. I do respect and appreciate my mother now that she's on her journey, and before that as well. We couldn't even communicate, which is fine. You got to do what's good for you. My mom used to wear a coat hanger once, and it's still scarred to this day. Oh my God, at least gams get that ass whooping going when I needed it. So I guess here's the thing: there's a balance in everything. Every medicine becomes a poison. Every good ass whooping can become traumatic if not approached properly. And I don't even mean like beating a kid's ass. I mean like making sure there's consequences and making sure there's structure. Because as a child, I know I pushed the limits. I pushed the limits far beyond what anybody believe me. And I should have been put in a corner. Right? I should have. My gam. It didn't hurt me for my gams to get me with the fly swatter. It more emotionally got me because she was so sweet and kind. But she had to put me in check. I get that now. What our mothers did to us, my friend, is traumatic, but we got to let that go somehow. And I appreciate you letting it go. We open and honest about it, right? It's all good. We're here together as a group to manifest a new today. Sarah, I'm here feeling like hangover 1% better. You shouldn't have drank that whole bottle of Crown, Scott W. Sarah, how we doing today? Scott W., how are you feeling? Okay. I appreciate everybody kind of conversating. My mom, cool. Good morning, Scott. Feel free to jump in the chat, guys. We're just chatting about creating a beautiful day through acknowledgement of the past and what we've been through. Over a cup of coffee with some good friends. This sense of community and family we're growing here is absolutely beyond my wildest dreams. Oh yeah, of course, Rose. Yes. Yeah. We're doing a whole nother slow and steady today, Rose, but I'm glad I caught that. An 11, Rose, will you please nominate somebody who has made a positive impact in your life? Somebody that we could plaster on the outside of the old Galactic Avenger. I'd really like to do that live, and we can't do it at my house. And I don't know how I'm going to be like spray painting my car here at the casino parking lot. Sarah, the day off, feeling good. Awesome, Sarah. Thank God. I know you were having a rough one. I appreciate you being able to get some time to rest. Are you still in New York? I am still in New York at the moment. Going to help out Terry this morning, a close friend, family, without doubt, this morning. Sarah, I know you got a nomination coming. Okay, dry. I don't know. See, here's the thing too. Get the Wi-Fi extender. What's a Wi-Fi extender, Scott W? Is this like a booster or something? Are we still tripping out this morning? Can you guys let me know? Because I did watch it last night and it really bothered me that we were glitching out. I figured maybe the casino might be able to pick up a better signal. I don't know. Maybe they won't bust their balls. Maybe they will. There is like 8 people in there gambling right now at 7 a.m. Blows my mind. The game is called Know Your Role, Bacon. So what you do is you like, subscribe, share. You share it in the comments. We're doing this slow and steady thing the last couple days, so I can be where I need to be in the moment. So I'm not reading every single comment, but I'm gonna do my best. If I don't see you today, feel free to drop I liked or shared multiple times if I don't see it. I'm trying to keep my eyes open for that. Because I want to make sure I roll if you guys are up for it and want to roll the dice, and you should roll the dice in life, good, bad, or indifferent. That comes down to, again, what happened yesterday with this casting call, right? I see this thing, and I take everything with a grain of salt, so there's no disappointment. But I see this, they're looking for Adam Sandler for extras in the new Adam Sandler movie, right? I don't know if you guys have seen this on Facebook or whatnot. How are you? I'm doing pretty well. So I click on it, it autofills my stuff. I'm like, whatever. They send me a text like, okay, we're going to do open interviews. What time's good for you? And I tell them what time. And, 3 o'clock last afternoon, I clock into Zoom. And it seems very presentable, very, well-spoken human being on the other end of the line. Um, and she starts talking about how they're not an agency, but they're casting something. And I wonder if we could chat with this guy, but let him know what we're doing. They're casting whatever they are, right? And they go on and on about the different segments of what you're into, and you raise your hand and this and that, and they're chatting with everybody in there, making sure all the information's in. And I'm like, and then as she's going through talking about all these jobs they get for people and all this stuff, I was like, it kind of sounds like a sales pitch. I wonder what they're selling here. Like, I thought they wanted people just extras. I thought it'd be a lot simpler than this. But it comes down to the fact that like it used to be $500 down and $100 a month, but now since COVID and this and that's $100 a month and this and that, we don't take anything out of the money you make, and blah blah blah, yada yada. And yeah, I was just like, this is not for me. Whether it be a real opportunity or not, this is not for me. Let me chat with this guy here this morning. Give me 1 second, everybody. How you doing, boss? Good morning. I don't live too far from here, and I have horrible signal at the house, but I do a live every morning, and I was hoping it'd be okay to just sit here and do my YouTube live chat with my friends. I appreciate you, brother. They had a problem over there at Duncan. I don't want to cause any problems. We'll give you a shout out. Is it all right if I bring my video inside at the end of the thing to kind of give a tour, or is that not a thing?
Yeah, inside you won't be able to.
Okay.
But out here you're good.
Okay, yeah, and I appreciate you. We've got 60 people watching right now. We have coffee in the morning. Give thanks. Traveling Scott on YouTube, brother. We play Roll the Dice in the morning. These are a bunch of the winners of the dice game that we've developed together to inspire people to roll the dice, my friend. So take the chance today, brother. Thanks chatting with you. There we go. So it looks like we're safe today, guys. No bullshit. We just talked to the dude walking the grounds. They're happy to have us here this morning. But anyway, yeah, the 9-9 shit seems like bullshit to me, guys. This 9-9 thing, this casting agency, like I never understood that. Like if you're adamant about getting me work, they do the same thing in construction. Scott W. I don't know what we're talking about, Pamela. The reason that is there was either the cam, aka solar flares. Okay, well, we're talking about something that's outside my realm. But feel free to keep chatting, guys. But yeah, the 9-9 thing, this casting agency thing, the Happy Gilmore extras, they go on and on about all these jobs they're doing and saying, and all these people they've gotten work. And, it was a sales pitch. They wanted $100 from me. Now, I don't know if it was bullshit and I was the only real person in this call and she was just acting like everybody else was just doing it. But would you do that? Would you just like go through a thing and they're not even communicating? She's talking at us, supposedly this group, if there was a group. And then they're like, all right, put in your, go here and click on this. And then you click on it and it's like $100 now and $40 a month. And we don't take any money from you, but like, where's your incentive to get me work? I don't understand. And I get there are extras, right? They're in movies and and it didn't work out. But here's the thing: we rolled the dice and it crapped out, but it did point me in the direction of something I might like to do. She brought up this thing of like, how they have like the promotional people that chat with people about different products and whatnot. I think I'd be pretty good at that. It brought up quite a bit of information that might be. So it was a good thing, despite what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be this thing, and it ended up being a sales pitch. But don't get caught off guard and don't be upset. I wasn't upset. I just turned it off. I said, you know what? I watched actually for a little bit longer once I realized it was a sales pitch, just to see. You'd be a great actor. Thank you very much. I mean, if anybody out there knows how to become an extra and do this stuff, maybe start there. That'd be fun to be an extra, right? That's in an Adam Sandler movie would actually be phenomenal, because Adam Sandler was a pillar of light in my traumatic childhood. All this pain going on, man, I could laugh and rejoice, and with Adam and his things he does, it was pretty awesome. But 9-9 I don't think's for me. If anybody knows about 9-9, feel free to let me know. Maybe I'm just skeptical and too much of a skeptical Nancy or whatever. How's the signal doing today, guys? Where's your kitchen? My kitchen's right here, brother. See that? Keep all the essentials right in there. As we travel, I do need to get a new cooker because it's leaking gas. It's always been leaking gas, but it started getting nutbag. So I think I need a new connector if I can find one. I don't know if you can order just that for like the thing that connects to your gas cooker. I probably should go electric. The problem is I'd have to leave the car running when I do so, and that could be an issue. Signal is good, awesome. And we took the step to chat. If you're traveling and you see the opportunity to reach out, like this security guard walking by, double check. I mean, I would assume the casino wouldn't care. Now we know we can't bring the video camera inside. They don't like it at all. But we're allowed to be out here and do our thing here at Point Place Casino. They seem like awesome people. If you're anywhere near Bridgeport, New York, it is a fun time in there. They have some really good burgers, some really good pizza. Yeah, anyway, Rose, I apologize. Am I missing something? Rose, I was awake for a couple of minutes. It's all good, Rose. I want to make sure that everybody's heard as much as possible, and I appreciate everybody kind of chiming in and being here today. Hi, Noel. Hi, everybody. My co-hosts and their minion MD, my work wife, I suppose. Is going to help us make sure everybody is heard and help point out to me if anybody really needs some help. Hello, did you sleep better? I hope the tree/house situation. Yeah, KS, I did sleep better. It is still weighing on me with the whole thing, but I'm taking some time and slowing down with that, because worst case scenario, I fix it and I shouldn't have to. I did get so check this out. I don't know if I told you guys, but they did lie to me about not having the conversation the first day. So the next day when I got there, they were pulling the tree off the house. I went back there with my phone in my hand and recording. And I confronted the maintenance man, and I told him straight up, you guys knew this tree was rotten and she knew it was rotten. We sat right here and had this conversation. He said, yeah, I know. And I feel bad about it. And I was like, then why are we playing this game? Like, tell her to submit the paperwork. That's not how it works. How it works is your homeowner's insurance sues us, and then we pay them. You're going to have a hell of a time trying to get anything out of us just being you. So that's what they expect, and that's the world. They're like, but now here's the thing. Let's be real. If it was during a storm, or if the tree wasn't rotten, the liability wouldn't be where it is. Now I just got to find a lawyer that'll go after them for the culpability of putting my life in danger, the negligence of it. So if anybody knows a lawyer in New York State that works on something about trees and negligence in the scenario that I'm in, we'd love to have a suggestion about that. And if I do miss anything very important, guys, just kind of point that out in my comments somewhere. I do check out all my comments on all my videos. It's just today we're taking it a little bit slower and a little bit differently, but I don't want to miss out on anybody who might need to really be heard today. And we do have a Discord as well where you can be heard, and I'll do my best to hear you on there. It's just, this slow and steady thing really helped me to get back on track yesterday about where I'm going and what I'm doing. So I'm adamant about pushing forward and doing that. Smoke some more, my guy. Yes, sir. Good, sir. Devil, sir. Of course, sir. Whatever you say, sir. If he says it, he's got to do it. You guys, I got to give you that too. I've slowed down quite a bit having these conversations with you. If you've been around, it's not something that I'm proud of. It's something that I'm working on, and you guys are helping me with that. Going to the rollies and has helped quite a bit. Let's pop this door a little bit. Going to the rollies has helped quite a bit. Having you guys be adamant about me taking care of myself has helped quite a bit as well. Beacon, was it just a rotten tree, or was there a situation? No, the tree had been rotten for about 1.5 years, my friend. Another tree fell down in my backyard that was connected to the root structure, and when it did, I had a conversation with my park manager, because I live in a trailer park in a single wide trailer that I've built an addition to make it a double wide, or there was a double wide addition. I extended that addition for a bathroom, tongue and groove pine, all new windows, all this stuff. Put $1,000 into the front yard so I could have a front yard kind of thing, because it was all sand and gross because of the pine tree and whatnot. But the tree was rotten, and the lawyers I've talked to so far have indicated that that's a negligence case. Now, I could take it to small claims court and get them to pay for the roof, but at this point, I'm really upset. I don't like being lied to, so I'm taking some time, especially someone I respect. You look me right in the face and lie to me, because you don't want to take culpability, or you don't want to, because I don't understand that. Who was responsible for the tree? Was it you or the property? It's the property's tree. I'm only responsible for my trailer. They even admitted that on the video, that they were responsible for the tree, and that they knew it was rotten, but they tried to lie to my face first. you know. And then when they were actually cleaning it up, I went out there and confronted the head maintenance guy, and he admitted it on camera and didn't know, you know. And New York's a one-party state out there. That's another thing I've learned recently. So as long as one party gives consent, it can be used in a court of law. And I gave myself consent to record that conversation. And yeah, if you guys would, feel free to double tap that screen if you're liking the conversation, you like being here this morning. Helps me out a lot. Give it a little tap, tap, tap-a-rooney. Help me spread love and appreciation and hope. We're going to create a better world together here, guys. One step at a time. I know that it's rough out there. It's rough fighting against the darkness. I mean, look at the situation I'm in with the tree. That's the way the world is. Everybody wants to put their hands up and you sue me, right? And oh, you ain't got no money. You. That's pretty much what I got. Like, what are you going to do? Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take it nice and slow and steady and get my ducks in a row. That's what I'm going to do. And then we're going to go from there. Is this coffee? This is coffee. This is actually Black Death, or what is it? Death Wish coffee. A gift from Krankenstein out there. We appreciate you. There is a coffee talk is my favorite long form. It's about 7 minutes. Me and Misled Utopia. You know, I was actually working on the second coffee talk last night. Another really amazing conversation with my brother from Misled Utopia. But it's a lot of work, believe it or not, to develop these things. If you check out Coffee Talk, I think you'll see why. I put a lot of effort into it. I'm not a technology guy. I say that, but I'm exceeding my wildest expectations by doing what I do. And you guys are absolutely amazing, everybody. I love you very much. And you know, there is a part of me that's kind of sorry not reading every single comment today, but it'll allow us to stay in the moment and in the conversation. I think will help us all. And yes, Yuma, I am a huge fan of coffee. I love it. I love it. And I love my coffee cup. I love having coffee with you guys in the morning. Yeah, so the tree thing's a little bit complicated. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I put there's a hole about yay big in my roof that I put a thing of flex tape over for now. The peak is crushed in. The soffit's crushed on the side where the part of the tree fell over, and I'm sure there's some broken wood on the inside. How hard it hit. My neighbors woke up to this stuff. We're freaked out, and they're freaked out for me. We're all kind of freaked out because there's another tree hanging over my other neighbor's house who's an amazing human being. Al, my buddy, my neighbor, has been just an absolute amazing. He's been there for 40 years, and he's got homeowners insurance, and he said that he'd have to pay the deductible, and then he might not even get that deductible back. Like, that's how messed up it is. Like, you have liability insurance, guys. But here's the thing, it's a corporation. It's not Linda. I get that. Linda is doing what she's got to do, but she did lie to my face and try to deny culpability. And I'm somebody who can't handle that, especially from someone I love. I love Linda. She's been amazing the last 5 years. Glad to see you too. Cobra. He's a cobra. Don't dance in cobra. Yeah, in cobra. You do not have homeowners insurance, then you have to sue them properly. Yeah, that's where we're at. But here's the thing. So I'm going to take a little time. I got a list of lawyers to call. I've gotten some advice from some other lawyers who have given me this understanding. That's why I made the recording that I did, and I've got them admitting they knew that it was rotten. So they're going to be hurting if we do end up going to court, because I want to, because then it's their negligence that we're suing for. They're putting these people in danger. There's more rotten trees out there they refuse to take out because they think it's too expensive. Because they think that the people that live in this park either aren't going to have homeowners insurance and not do nothing, which is probably 2/3 of the people, because we are trying to live minimally out there. Obviously, I'm trying to build this better thing out of what I've got. But it's just a horrid situation, and we've got to face it head on. Now, for now, I'm just letting it simmer because I care for Linda, and I want to be able to have a real conversation with her without getting angry. Because when she lied to my face like that for the first time, after all these years of compassion and love, I had to walk away because that black dog wanted to attack. Wanted to scream in her face and tell her she was wrong and all these other things and cuss and swear and stomp my feet. That wouldn't have done nothing. It wouldn't have done nothing but made me look like a fool. So I walked away, and I'm taking the time I need to reflect on the scenario so that we could come together and come into a solution. Is there more than one rotten tree you could have a class action suit? Yeah, there's more. There's another rotten tree hanging over my neighbor's yard right now. And there, yeah, we appreciate your point of view there, Jared. We don't discuss such things here, but please just don't spam us, and you feel free to drop that every once in a while if you're up for it. I'm cool with that. Doesn't bother me. It might bother the mods. So, but we're gonna leave it up to the co-host. Is there more than one tree? The buff and cheese sticks. I love those things. Oh yeah. So these things. Look at these guys right here. I got for $20. I got like 75 of these things in a package from this discount place in Georgia, and that's the last one. And I kind of hold it. I really like them. I know they're kind of gross, but it's like gas station hot dogs. I don't know. But feel free to double tap that screen, guys. It's got all the vitamins and nutrients that you need for the day to move forward strongly and comfortably, and help me move forward strongly and comfortably and spread love and appreciation. We double tap that screen to help draw in a bigger crowd so they can hear our wisdom and love and appreciation that we spread into the world. Feel free to jump in the comments and say whatever you'd like. And if you want to play Know Your Role, the game we've developed here, I'll do my best to get to you. Gas station food is guilty pleasure for mine. Yes. So here's the thing, Sarah. I know it's disgusting, but like a gas station hot dog, when they have the chili cheese machines and maybe some sauteed onions and a little bit of ketchup, man, it's just like, it's this gross, greasy yumminess for $2. Like, I know it's disgusting. I don't know why I like them. Like, I think about it and I'm like, that's gross. But that they're so like fatty, yummy, chili cheesy awesomeness, like chili cheese machines. I know the chili cheese. That's what they get you. They get you with the now. Here's a little hustle with that too. They wanted like say like a sticker, like it's 79 cents. I just put the chili and the cheese, then the dog, and then the sauteed onions, then the ketchup on top. Try to. I'm a cheap son of a bitch, I guess. I don't want to pay that 79 cents for that chili and that cheese. You need to give that to me. I'm already paying $2 for a hot dog. Yeah, but if anybody knows a lawyer in New York who might know something a little bit more about this, knowledgeable about this, and want to make some cash, feel free to let me know. Because everybody I've talked to, they just haven't been the right lawyer in the right situation for me. But I'm being told that I do have grounds for a suit, especially their negligence, because they're responsible for our safety outside of my home, and they realize that they just want to play the game. Is all the fatty goodness the body needs will make you live I don't think gas station hot dogs will make you live to 150 years. You might be taking 5 to 10 minutes off your life for everyone you eat, but they're so yummy. Orlando is excited about trying to get to 100 likes. We hit it the other day. I have no expectations. You guys all do what feels right. But for me, when I'm watching someone I like, I double tap, triple stamp, a double stamp. I triple stamp to double tap on that screen, Lloyd, every time I like somebody, because that helps them to move forward, helps their channel to grow, helps the message to push forward and become something more. If you've ever out Miss West, stop at Casey's. They're the gas station with the best pizza. Okay, Sarah, and we're gonna head out to the Midwest. Yeah, we're going out to Vegas, to Slab City, and to check out Omega Mart. Which seems awesome, guys. If you don't know Omega Mart, YouTube that shit. It seems like an hilariously awesome time that I'd love to show you guys. That's going to be the goal. But we have some other goals first. We got James. We got our buddy Scott W. in Ohio. James for sure to stop and reflect and check out what he's got going on. This co-host with the most that we'd love to meet. And then we've got to go to Indiana and help Sally as soon as we get the money together to do so, and I'm working on that. I got something lined up today, tomorrow might be a quick day. I do have something. I have to meet a buddy early, but we will at least do this a little bit tomorrow. Rolando, as a Tucson, I do not know what to call myself. I always hit the like button every day. I do not know to comment much. Well, I appreciate you, Rolando, for jumping in and starting to comment, and we'll give you a roll for that, brother. There's a 7. And there's an 8, but we're gonna give you one more because you're a good dude. And we gotta appreciate how the dice roll out. Casey's in business here in Tech. Casey's, what was the one that has the awesome chili cheese dogs? Sheets is weird because like you don't get to do it yourself. I don't like that. I just want to throw it together. There's There's a gas station in Georgia where you get to pick your own pizza slices. And I like that because for some reason, when I go in and get pizza in a gas station, they always want to give me the ugliest, tiniest slice. Like I'm not worth the good slice that's right next to it. And I don't understand that. And a lot of times I'll point it out and they'll get angry about it. Like they're mad that I'm taking the good slice. I really don't understand that. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, so the house thing, the tree thing it's slow and steady, and I'm not sure exactly what to do. With any advice, please comment in one of my shorts. If I don't catch you here. Sounds like Buc-ee's. So Buc-ee's is absolutely insane, and they do not have dogs at Buc-ee's, but they have this amazing turkey, pulled pork, and whatever roasty, yummy, fatty, chunky goodness sandwich that's beyond this world. And I think it's absolutely everyone agrees with bacon and the best choice, the balanced breakfast. So they say, so they say, unless. Sure does taste yummy, and I don't know if I ever taste anything yummy that's good for us. But we're gonna create a beautiful day today. All of that, all this stuff we're chatting about is all just on the back burner, and we got to take it slow and steady because a lot of times, especially with the important things, every time it takes time, And I get so overwhelmed with fixing it right now and standing my ground and wanting to fight the tyranny in this world and the bullshit that I just get so angry I can't do anything. Yesterday was part of that, was slowing down so I could do what I need to do. My roof isn't leaking right now. There is quite a bit of damage up there that needs to be taken care of. But that'll come as I find the help. Or, here's the thing. The simplest thing is once I get calm enough to talk to Linda, I'm just going to let her know this is what the scenario is. This is what I have in my pocket. I could go to small claims court right now and get it paid for. But if I'm going to sue you, I'm going to sue you for negligence. Someone's having an issue this morning. Remember, respect the full spectrum of life. This circle of life that we find ourselves in is a beautiful thing. And if you find yourself in pain and regret, even not in this moment, it passes and it's easier to chat about. Sometimes in the moment, it's absolutely unbearing and there's nothing to say about it. We don't have pizza on sauce service stations in Australia. What? They're picking up over in Australia. What do you got over there? Kangaroo kebabs? What's going on in Australia with no pizza? I concur with bacon. I concur with bacon as well. There's a National Bacon Day. We had a bacon festival in Syracuse a couple of years ago. I don't know if it's a thing. It was during the Lilac Festival. There was a lilac/bacon festival, which is actually insane. And it was amazing fragrances in the air, from sweet and floral to yummy, greasy fatness. They had this thing called a bacon bomb. It was a sausage this big and that long, and they cut chunks off it and put it on a roll. That was some fat kid snizzle right there. You ever get a chance to have a bacon bomb, treat yourself. I wouldn't recommend eating it every day. We have meat pies at the gas station in Australia. So there's at some of the bodegas, they have these meat pies that are they're like big pierogies with meat in them, I'm assuming. Those are pretty good, but those are few and far between here, depending on where you go. They're actually really tasty. Yeah, the meat pies, if they're anything like the meat pies here at some of the places we got, then yes, very much so. With that being said, create a beautiful day for yourself. Move forward, give love and appreciation. If you're in some kind of struggle or pain, feel free to share it. We're gonna wean our way through today. Hopefully we helped our brother JJ out. Doesn't seem like he's in today. He has court today for the scenario, I guess he said. So can we not type caps in the chat, please? James is helping us not to type caps. Please don't type caps. Always the pizza and the yummies and all the chunkies. Yes, always and never. We come together with all this fat kid yummy chunkiness. I feel blessed today because I'm going to go spend the day with a close friend of mine, a family member who's become family. Terry's become, family through me helping her. And if you'd like to see the house that I painted and the decks that I built for her, those are in my shorts as well. I forget what it's called, but the song's hard work, boom, 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 and it shows the house and the decks, and it's pretty awesome, guys. I appreciate it. KS, we park our kangaroo outside and buy a pie or a sausage roll. Yeah, I would love to see someone riding a kangaroo. I don't know if that's possible. I heard that they fist fight I heard that they'll like box you is what I heard, but you don't want to with them because they'll kickbox you is what I've heard. Is this a true thing? Like they'll jump on their tail and kick you and knock you fuck out. Bark kangaroos, man. I've seen the dude that like squared up with a kangaroo over his dog. I mean, let a kangaroo grab my dog. Yeah, damn straight, I'm gonna box that kangaroo. I'm all about love and compassion and appreciation, but not my dog, not my bun bun. Not on Discord yet. I'm still struggling with it too, James. I get invited through their things and I go in there and chat when I can. It seems like a fun place and we're going to grow that. Maybe Jake's men, fishing, etc. Maybe, baby, he says. Maybe. The goat. Oh, the bun bun. He's got the bun bun. I love the bun bun. I really wish we could do a live at my house. My chunky little bunny. If he wasn't such a pain in the ass, I'd bring him with me in the morning. He could sit right here, but he ain't gonna have it. He don't let me pick him up. He loves being cuddled and loved when he feels like it. You better chase him when he doesn't. Yesterday, this little guy, I wasn't paying enough attention to him watching a movie. He came in, he came out of nowhere with like a toilet paper roll, set it in front of me and started chewing on it. He doesn't chew on things. He just does this when he wants me to whoop his little ass. He doesn't want me to chase him around and tickle him and jump around. And he does that till he's worn out. And it's funny. Like you'll hear crunch, crunch, crunch over there on the trim. It's because he wants me to come beat his little ass. So I had to chase him around the house and all the shenanigans. He's a frisky little bastard. But Bun Bun went through a lot. He was a rescue case. And through my relationship with Bun Bun, we have created a new life for him and for me. And I'm grateful for my rescue bunny who rescued me. What's up, man? What's up, man? Hey, dude. Tap the screen. Double, triple, octuple, tappy, tippity, tap, 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 a rooney. Your fingers won't fall off. I've heard it's got all the vitamins and minerals you need to get off to your day right. And your thumbs will not fall off. And if they do, we always thought they shouldn't have. And if they do, please let us know. Because you'll be the first person your thumbs fall off for spreading a little kindness and appreciation. And we got to give you some kind of reward for that. We'll paint the Galactic Avenger whatever color you want if your thumbs fall off after you like. What a beautiful day. What an amazing place to be, alive and appreciative and be exactly who we are in this moment is a beautiful thing. You know, I guess I do struggle with that sometimes. I push forward and I get caught in this rhythm of being something I can't withstand. Now, does that mean that's not me? No, that's totally me. But I got to acknowledge that at different points and different time that I have different energy levels. And my energy level, I've learned for me personally that I can run 1,000,000 miles an hour and take on the world, and I'm a superhero and I can do anything until I can't. You know, and it's so much easier to rev down from that 150 to 50, to 120 to 100 to 75. Than it is to come up from zero, that depressing darkness, and it's a hell of a lot better to rev myself down before I hit that brick wall, because I do that too. I'll just run and run and run, and then I have nothing, and I'm useless, and I'm in pain, and I'm broken in 1,000 different ways, and I don't want that for any of us. I want us to find a way to heal and grow. The old traveling in the Galactic Event Semi. What's going on in your car? We'll give you another little tour if you'd like. The car, we ripped out all the seats. It's a little trash back there now. Got some books, got some whatnot. I took out the mattress that's usually back there, and then I stick my feet in the trunk. I built this little cabinet here so that we could have a little kitchenette storage and whatnot, and we cook there, and we have our game board for the game that we've developed. In general, what's going on is we're trying to spread love and hope, and we are spreading love and hope and appreciation for this moment that we're in on a daily basis. That's what's going on. Today's about creating, manifesting a destiny for yourself that's worth living, despite what's going on around you. We have the ability of spiritual alchemy, right? This might sound like something that's like mystical. Again, it's not a mystical thing. This concept is just taking this negative scenario we're in and deciding to be in a positive moment. Now that's not always possible, especially with anxiety and different things. But if you can be at 150% anxiety and bring it down to 120 and then to 100 and then slowly revert and calm down, we can't go from 150 to 0 or to 100 or to, we need to find a balance, bringing it down. And this has been a struggle for me in my life. And I'd really love to alleviate the pain of hitting that brick wall. I'd really like to help you understand that your loved ones out there who might have these tendencies, have all the appreciation and love and respect in their heart, and they're trying deeply, and it can feel impossible, especially against this. I get a lot of, it's not that easy, and I know it's not that easy. You can't just stop it. Pain is one of these things that just consumes us completely, and somebody is definitely saying some stuff that we don't like. Well, if you're handing out pain out there, we have compassion for you, and obviously if you're getting blocked, you're in a lot of pain. So do yourself a favor and realize there's something out of control in your life if you have to come into this digital platform of love and respect and spread pain. There's obviously someone bullying you. You don't have control. It's like the same thing as treating a server like shit. When those people that treat servers like shit, their wife's beating them up, or their husband's treating them like snizzle, or their cousin or their son doesn't respect them, and they're trying to grasp for any kind of respect and appreciation anywhere. So they go out and they devour these people to feel better about themselves. If you are a server or you're a caregiver or whatever you are out there, if someone hands you pain today, you set it right at their feet and watch their brain explode. Watch them just not be able to handle it. And it's going to get worse. It doesn't get better when you set the pain down in front for them. It gets better for you because you're not in pain no more. I like the hat. Thank you, Semi. We appreciate it. It's a tribute to my brother who looked amazing in these hats. It's my superpower is to look good in any hat. It's a weird superpower. Mental pain can hurt way more than physical pain and more likely last longer. Very much so. And the problem with this emotional pain is that it's not a broken leg, right? So we lose compassion for that, especially, even if we've been through it and we're not in it in the moment. It's really hard, especially for someone who doesn't understand anxiety, stress, grief. If you haven't been through this, it's like, there's some naivety that comes to you. I remember being a child, not, get up, my or back hurt or whatever. And it's like, oh, yeah, you're looking around. I've had back pain now, and I get it. I've had anxiety now, and I understand. But it takes that. It takes going through it to truly understand it. And if you have someone who's dealing with their mental health, have compassion for them. If you're dealing with some struggles with your mental health, have compassion for yourself. That you can't. We say create this thing. We don't mean in this moment. We don't mean right now. We mean take the steps you need to take to slowly get back to a place of appreciation and love for yourself. And that comes with these small steps. Hydrate. Reach out and talk to a friend. Tell on it. Tell on that feeling. It might sound stupid and corny, especially when you're feeling it and nothing's going to help and nothing matters. Call a friend and be like, listen, I just got to let you know I feel this way, and this is why I think I feel this way. And I'm not sure, and I know it's crazy, but if your friend loves you, your family loves you, they're not gonna hold it against you. They're gonna be happy that you called because you're still in this world being able to make that call. Believe me, and it seems like however, excuse me, it seems so impossible. It seems so ridiculous even in the moment. Why? It doesn't matter. It does matter. You matter to these people. You matter more to people out there than you realize. Exactly. Us as men were taught to hold our emotions. Thank you all this morning. Yes. Thank you very much. FQ23 dollar sign. I only know from a man's perspective. I know women struggle with it too. But it seems like, from my perspective, women are allowed to feel their emotions more. It's disgusting when a man cries or you're weak if you show any emotion besides anger. And then we show anger and everybody's like, you're a heathen. You're an asshole. It's like, it's the only emotion I'm allowed to feel. Like, it's the only thing I'm allowed to express. And then you express it and you're a demon. Like, it's so crazy, but you don't have to express that pain. You don't have to fall into that demon and that darkness, that whisper that consumes us. It doesn't have to be that way. Slow and steady, we can understand that if we feel and digest these emotions at the right time and place. I'm not telling you to run around crying, because we have to be the warrior in the garden here, guys. You have to be willing to go the distance to ensure your own safety, but walk softly at the same time. It's a complicated thing, especially when we grew up in this world that told us we're not allowed to feel our emotions. We're human beings. And it does. I appreciate that, KS. And like I said, I put it out there. I'm not sure, and it's rough that women get put in the same scenario, right? Be strong, don't cry. I mean, I remember my grandfather died. We got to be strong for this person. I was a child. Like, why am I being told not to mourn my grandfather, who was my father at 9 years old? Why am I being told that I have to be the strong one? Because but my sister, and everybody else and whatever else, and I'm just this stoic thing as a young man, running off and crying my little heart out because I just lost my father, but I can't be that in front of anybody because I was told that I have to be strong, that I'm the man, and that, we have to honor my grandfather by not showing this and by digesting it and being strong. Like, I think that by being open and honest could have helped my grandmother more through her grief, to be able to come together no, not New York City. We're in central New York. He's a gentleman with plenty of wisdom. I appreciate that, who me. If we're talking about me, who me? But yeah, feel your emotions today. And that's going to allow us to create a more positive world for ourselves, is by digesting these things and moving forward. Because all it is bottled up pain and anguish. And I don't care who you are, everybody's got a certain size bottle. And once that thing's full, and you try to push that last little piece of emotion in there and it explodes, and all we're allowed to feel is anger, then then there's scorched earth all around us, right? Then there's scorched earth, and there's hellfire, and there's trauma and pain, and you're just standing there stoic and strong, but everything around you is destroyed. Like, what the, like, that's not, I don't want to live like that anymore. I want to, Zachary, top of the morning to you there, Pa. It's good to see you in there this morning, there, Zachariah. And my buddy 142, my husband is an emotional soul, and I love him more for it. He's passion is the reason I fell for him. Thank you for the positive words this morning. No problem, 142. We off-grid 142. I strive to find a woman who appreciates that as well, who doesn't want me to just pretend to be something and bring her money and feed her a life that she thinks she deserves just because, whatever. I think a lot of, and I'm not saying it's hard, I'm not saying that, but for a man, it seems like a lot of women, and that's why I'm single, because it doesn't matter. I don't care. I'd rather be single and care for myself, and hopefully meet a positive woman like Off-Grid Girl here, who's going to appreciate who I am. Rose, I don't matter if he's Scottish, Irish, English, or Spanish. He's Scott. Damn straight, Rose. It doesn't matter what we are, who we are, where we come from. We're all brothers and sisters here in this moment. We're developing this family of love and respect and appreciation. And if you appreciate being here this morning, I don't ask for much. I don't ask for anything. You do whatever you got to do this morning to feel comfortable and safe. But if you double tap that screen, little tip tap Rooney, it's going to really help us move forward. Give me the motivation to spread love and appreciation, because it takes energy, it takes time, it takes confidence, it takes all these things that I struggle with, but every time I see that number go up, my heart gets a little bit lighter and it becomes a little bit easier. You become part of the solution by showing your love and respect through a little tip tap tootle. And if you tip tap tootle it again and again and again, then we draw more people in, and that's how we make an impact. They say, what can one person do? What can one person do? The best that person can do to spread more love and appreciation and acknowledgement. That's what one person can do. That's what I'm trying to spread to the world. That's what you can do right now in this moment. And it's the simple things. It's the little things. It's pushing the cart in for the woman or the lady or the man or the friend, or just doing the next right thing for the person in front of you, whether that means giving them a compliment on how they're dressed or what their hair looks like, acknowledging that someone looks broken and sitting next to them and asking them what they can do, in a humble, honest way. I think it's beautiful that a lot of these YouTubers do all these things, right? That they put it on video. I'm not that guy. We did have our buddy that was sitting over there that lives down by the river, that was over. I went and talked to him yesterday afterwards. I had to do something. I dug through the car. I found these little packs of peanut butter that I had left that I was given by Sally in an extra little light bulb light that I had. And I walked down there and I just chatted with him. And I said, listen, man, I ain't got much, but I got this. And he said, you know what? There's another gentleman down there who's in more need than I am, brother. I appreciate the conversations. All I really need, be treated like a human. And I was like, bro, I'm with you. I walked down to the river, and this other guy, and he said, walk softly with that guy. Those were his words, which was crazy, because that's our credo, is to walk softly, right? And I go down there and he's just rambling away to himself, talking to whoever in his mind or his soul, just lost and broken, man. And I walked up to the river and I said, "Beautiful day," and he said, "Yeah." Looked at me all confused. And I said, "You know what, man? It's been hard all around, but it looks like you're out here, man. And I got a little something I want to help you if you're willing to take it. No expectations, not trying to offend you." And I said, "I got some peanut butter packets and this light." And he just said, "Oh man, that'll help a lot." And I said, "Yeah, bring that light into the world, brother. That's all." And he looked over next to him, and whatever he was talking to, the conversation went from him, like, you could tell, bitching and complaining, to whatever he thought was going on to his head, to like, see, there is positivity in the world. People do care. And when he said that to himself, that I was able to help him reassure himself that there's positivity and love into this world, despite his mental state. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we change the world. That's the true compassion and kindness we need to have for our brothers and sisters. And that extends to these simple little things, man. A couple packs of peanut butter and a couple packs of peanut butter and a light. A simple hello, a simple hi, a simple double tap in that screen. These little things that show appreciation and love. Subscribing to a channel that reflects your point of view is going to help this channel grow. It'll help. If you're into what we're doing and you want to help spread love and kindness and help create a better world, we do it in these small little things. It's not some huge thing. We watch these movies with these heroes that take on the world and they crush the demon and they defeat the king and they do this epic big thing, and we're like, oh, we strive to be that. But we don't realize that there should be just as much pride taken in doing what I did yesterday for that gentleman. What you can do right now in your heart by double tapping that screen. You're a hero, because you're fighting for what's right in a very simple, small way. That's what it takes. It doesn't take one man to destroy the darkness. It takes us all to take one step closer to love and to light and to appreciation, so that the darkness has nowhere to live anymore. Where it's gone, and like we love the hero, right? We all want to manifest ourselves as the hero in this story and feel vigorated for the excitement and the adventure and what we could be, but it's the little things that we should be taking that out of. It's do you vape? I don't vape, brother. But yeah, it's the little things. It's double tapping that screen. It's dropping a comment and letting us know how you're going. Just remember that what goes around comes around. Be kind to you, and will you? Yes, very much, Rose. We'll give you a roll for that quote. W. McDubbersons, Rose. Now it's really the Dubbo McDubbers for our friend Rose here. We love you deeply, Rose. Appreciate you taking the chance, rolling the dice by giving us a quote. I know that we're not really playing the game the way we usually play it, but again, we're following the credo from yesterday to be slow and steady and be exactly what I need to be today to take care of me, so I can spread this love. I only have so much energy to push this and read every single comment, and but I am adamant about still being here every single day so we can come together with love and respect. I wish you well, man. Have a great day. You too, Bomb. Shit, I can't see nothing. The bomb, brother. Hopefully we'll see you again, man. Subscribe, comment on some of my stuff there, and let me know how you're doing. If I'm missing anything at all, guys, Kevin Jackson, slow down just a little bit, bro. Not everybody can catch what you pass as fast as you pass. Thank you. Slow and steady, brother. You're right, 110%. So there's the thing, right? I spent yesterday just reflecting on this slow and steady, and we're trying to kind of live in that and find this middle ground for me. And I appreciate that reminder, my friend. These things I'm passionate about and are so vigorous to spread to the world causes me to go into this hyper mode. And that hyper mode is a beautiful part of me. But I don't think anybody can withstand that mode forever. And we've been doing this every single day for quite some time. And we need to listen to our brothers and sisters. And I appreciate you very much. The reminder to slow down a little bit. I don't want to overwhelm anybody. I don't want anybody to feel like they don't understand what I'm saying or doing here. I wish I could read every single comment, guys, but we've got some really good monitors in there who are going to answer any questions you have. If you have any other questions, feel free to check out the channel. If it's about me, most of the answers are on there. Maybe I should start doing videos now that this is growing with some of these answers for you guys. Where I live, what I'm doing, if I'm homeless. You know, but I've gotten so much into this. If you check out any of our lives, you'll get bits and pieces of it, but there's a lot on there. I get that too. It's not private. Well, it's not private. Hey, I'm back. DYI, is your Discord still available? Yes, KG, it is available. Is Crank in here today? I thought I saw him. Maybe I'm tripping. Are we not having Crank this morning? I think we missed him yesterday, too. He was barely involved yesterday. If he was involved at all, actually, and I kind of feel bad not being sure. Where's our Crankenstein at? I'm concerned about Crank. It's been an hour. Hopefully he's getting some rest. I chatted with him a little bit last night. He sent me these funny shirts that I thought were hilarious. A couple that I thought were actually really cool, and some that were just like, dude, are you serious? So he's doing all right. You know, we all need that time, you know, sometimes. And when someone does need that time in your life, don't hold it against yourself immediately like I do. You know, I immediately jump to this thing that I'm doing something wrong. I need to heard and be validated. We need to have enough love in ourselves to understand that life is happening to everybody. And just because someone doesn't answer the phone, or we haven't talked to them in a little bit, or maybe you're overthinking the last thing you said to them, or you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to figure out a way out of that. Have confidence and appreciation for ourselves. Is Crank here? I don't see him. What do you... Yeah, what's up? Oh, there he is. Okay, holy shit, you had me concerned, brother. Traveling Scott Discord, there we go. I don't know, I didn't see it popping in here much, Crank. Maybe I'm not really, we are slowing down today. Thank you for our brother who reminded me to slow down. You know, we were all at different paces, and I'm at 1,000 different paces. You know, in this moment, I'm at, you know, 75%, which is beautiful. You know, and then a couple moments ago, I was at 150, and that's beautiful too, but it's not sustainable. You know, you can only rev the engine for so long. You know, we got to acknowledge what's good for ourselves. I say all these things all the time, and I'm truly trying to embody these things, just like how Anase did. He used to say these beautiful things, you know, but then he lived it. That's how we really make an impression in this world. We take these things that we say and we live it, you know, and we double tap that screen to show a little bit of appreciation and love. We triple octuple tap it to try to draw our brothers in. You know, we float some hearts over off to the side. Just to know that I'm being heard, you know, those kind of things. That's the simple little thing that's going to manifest a better destiny for us. You know, everybody gets lost in the what can I do? It only needs to be a half, a tenth of a thousandth of a percent of love. You know, if you spread that little thousandth of a percent over 9 billion people, we're going to be overwhelmed with love. You know, you don't have to be the hero in the story that takes down the king alone. You know, that's not how the world really works. We idolize these things and we feel good about it and we want to be that. And then we think that we'll never be that. So we don't. We stay at 0% love and compassion because, you know, we can't fight this darkness, but we can. You can. You know, it's just in these small, what seem insignificant ways, by reaching out to your brothers and sisters who look like they're in pain, by sitting next to somebody for 5 minutes with no expectations, who you know is in pain, by double tapping that screen to show your appreciation, by becoming a fellow traveler, or, you know, or as Crank would say, part of the turtle herd here, by subscribing. You know, because we're trying to spread this hope and love, you know, you commenting down here, you know, whether I get to read it or not today because of where I'm at is going to help me to be 1% better. And that's how we do it. We invigorate and we charge each other. You know, you might not be able to change the world. No, I might not be able to change the world. But through love and respect together, we can make a dent in it, you know, and that dent is going to echo through the ages. You know, this dent that we're putting in this tyranny in the world is going to echo through, and it's going to change lives. We're gonna slowly and surely become something more positive and loving. I am Rondello. Let's see what we got here. I annoy that reads the hope you have a wonderful day and blessed each day for your life going. Thank you so much, Orlando. Who me? I subbed. It's a good, great channel full of wisdom. Who me? We appreciate you saying so, man. That means a lot. We're going to give you a couple Rolly McRoller. Look at that. Who me? Awesome. So what we're going to do, you got the double sixes, which is get you onto the wall of champions, the sea of champions, who me? And then what we're going to do is we're going to take all these champions and we are going to plaster them on the outside of the old Galactic Avenger. Just like so. Maybe a different little a different style the next time. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna let me open this up. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna like spray paint a panel or something out there, and then we'll write the names on there, because we've got quite a few people who have taken the chance and roll the dice. So you take that chance, roll the dice, experience love in your life, experience loss, experience pain to the fullest of your ability, and let it flow through you completely, the good, bad, and the indifferent. No matter what end of the spectrum you're on, we get to decide how we emotionally respond to it. Now, that decision can be complicated. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying you could just decide to be happy. Not at all. Especially when we've been brainwashed into this pain and manipulation and these reactions to the world. We need to take it slow and steady. And with one small action of kindness and love towards ourselves, our family, our community, in that order is the only way that it works. We must fill our cup with love and compassion for ourselves and for our brothers and sisters. That's how we're going to change the world. At one small, tiny little percentage here today, by tapping that screen, by going out and taking the card in for the person you walk by while you're on your way, reaching up and grabbing the thing off the shelf. Now, 10 no's and a yes is still a yes. You might try a lot in this world to do kind things. Don't get discouraged when you're told no. Don't get discouraged when people are anxious and not sure why you're doing this thing. Because I could have easily got discouraged over this whole 9-9 casting agency thing, the bullshit of trying to get me to spend money. Like, how about you just, if you really needed help, which I thought they needed help, that was their advertisement. How about and then you just take your cut. That's how it works. It's staffing agency. I thought it was like it's not, they try to say they're a staffing agency, not a talent agency that you have to pay to be a part of. I've never heard of that. I go to day labor and I have to pay them, and maybe they'll have work for me. Maybe they won't. It does look really good. The color blue is a beautiful color. What is everybody's favorite colors out there? I'd love to hear you guys. Let's overwhelm this chat with everybody's favorite color. Feel free, man. And we're not gonna point you out. You don't have to, whatever. If you're sitting there wishing that you could chat and you're not sure because whatever, please drop your favorite color. It's that simple. Drop a high, drop a wave. Say anything to break that barrier to start communicating. If you're, and even if you're not comfortable with it, I implore you to do so, because those things that we're not comfortable doing are what are going to help us grow the most, without a doubt. So your favorite color would be very much appreciated. Today is my B-Day. Jane, we are pretty happy. Very happy on birthday. Or I say, actually, it's your real birthday, Jane. So happy birthday to you, Miss Jane. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed, happy birthday. We're going to manifest a good one. Pink. Awesome. Off-Grid's pink. I like the glitter blue. Awesome. Crank. Kevin, James, your wisdom is brilliant, but I know it's life tilts, and that what means sadness. Wait, what the? I'm sorry. I get dyslexically, swirled around sometime. Wisdom is so brilliant, but I know it's life tilts, and that's what means. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm my brain's glitching out on that one, my brother Kevin. But you got me to slow down here, brother Kevin Johnson. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you sharing. I appreciate everybody who's come in and shared their favorite colors. I appreciate anybody who's broken that bubble and done something different. And we all do these things for all. We always sit back and watch and see how it goes, and we're not sure, and nobody wants. We want to hear from you. We want to hear from you, even if it's your favorite color. We want you to help break that barrier. That's how you roll the dice. A lot of times you don't start by rolling the dice. You're not going to start by jumping in and saying I liked. If you've never commented before, you're going to jump in and you're going to say something simple. You're going to say hi, or maybe a wavy hand or something like that. Break that barrier. We push that barrier every day, and when we do, we grow beyond our wildest expectations. Can I ask this question? Orlando, you can ask whatever question you want, good sir. If it's not appropriate, we'll let you know, but I highly doubt. If you have a question, we'd love to hear it. Thank you, Rose. I don't know what WTS URS Scott means. I don't know what that means. Can I be a mod? So Orlando, stick around for a while and then express that need or that want to help us out here with James, Crank, and MD. They're the ones in control of that. My co-hosts will decide. We'll decide whether that's something over a period of time. I think you're awesome, and I'd love to have you in, but that's not up to me. And it all depends on where they feel we're at in our growth and how they feel your interaction has been here. I think it's been awesome. My favorite color is purple. And I like blue a lot too. It's this thing with purple though, because the Onondaga Nation, their color is purple. The fire keepers of the Six Nations, my brother and father, and the respect and love they had for this color because it was their people's color. That I was able to be a part of. But yeah, purple is my favorite color, and I'd love to hear what your favorite anything is. I'd love to hear you guys say hello this morning. We get a lot of the same people chatting, and that's great. That's great. But break that barrier today. And purple is the color of royalty. I've heard this, yeah, because it's a complicated, expensive color, right? But yeah, slow and steady, nice and easy. Nobody gets nobody moves, nobody gets hurt. Jane, thank you guys. I am 46 today. Everybody, I woke to the earth and I am blessed. February 23rd, I am 10 years clean. Oh my God, 20 years heroin addiction. I saw my daughter graduate high school and never thought I would. Let's stop there for just a second with Jane. Commend you for that 10 years clean, first of all, Jane, and secondly, have some respect for how long you were in the game for and you still found a way out. So if you're out there stuck in this game, know that Jane was in it for 20 years and she's been 10 years sober. Just watched her daughter graduate. That's an amazing thing to share with us. That's how we spread hope. That's a huge win right there to being a hero. You're a hero, James or Jane, by spreading that love and compassion, this understanding that our brothers and sisters out there might not know a way out. They might have someone they love that's been in it for 5-6 years and it's pointless, right? They've been doing this for 10, 20 years, and how can I ever help them? You know what? You might not be able to help them, but you know what I can tell you without a doubt? If you say the thing that needs to be said, you won't have to live in regret no matter what happens. And Jane, you're living the life, and it's exceeding your wildest expectations because you're doing the next right thing. And I hope you have I know you're going to have an amazing birthday. No hope. I know you're going to have an amazing birthday because you're an amazing human being, and we appreciate having you here today. Spotted it. Dublin. What do you spy with your little eye there, Dublin? So happy for you, Jane. 13 years here, 3 years clean today. Yes. Nobody you know has been sober for 3 years after a 13-year run. Let's commend our brother here for changing his life. And I can imagine how many lives that you guys have been able to impact in a positive way. How much better the world is that you're still here and still pushing forward. I commend you for that. And I commend you for expressing yourself. I've got a good friend of mine who's 10 years clean as of just a few days, and I met him about 8 years ago. And he was still kind of struggling with it, and it gets easier every day. He says it gets easier every day. And whatever you're struggling with, addiction, mental health, if you're struggling with abuse in your life. Just remember, there's help out there. If you're in the States, 988. There's a crisis hotline that'll help you out. You deserve to be loved and appreciated for exactly what you are. Pro D's likes and liked. Yes, Pro D's. We're taking it slow and steady there, brother, today. He had an 8 and an 8, so that's absolutely not shy. So we got to allow the dice to be what they are, but we appreciate you rolling the dice. Take the chance today, because you have to roll the dice 10 times sometimes to win. But if you don't roll them all, you're never going to win. You don't ever take a chance, so you're going to be in this stagnant life. And maybe that's what you want. Maybe that's what's comfortable for you. Maybe that was your goal, is to just find a stagnant life, to find something away from the pain and the anguish and the abyss of chaos. I understand that too. And if that's where you're at, you're winning. You're winning if you found a way out. I implore you to do the next right thing and create a beautiful world around us by doing the small little things, by being compassionate and loving and not wanting anything in return. Giving the peanut butter and the light to the guy down at the river talking to himself. Do that. That guy deserves love and respect, man. And you know, and you don't have to put a camera in his face to get validation. And you know, I mean, if that's what it takes to do some of these things for these people, I think that's great too. But that's not my deal. My deal is having love and hope in my heart. Serenity does. Oh, geez, I can't read. Seriously, does. The more you say no, the more it becomes natural. Yes, and the more you say yes, the more it becomes natural. The more you roll the dice, the easier it becomes. That's what I was talking about just jumping in the comments. You know, it can be really hard, but if you put a high in there, that's your first step to being comfortable. And the next thing you know, you're one of our main players here, you know, just shooting the shit with us every day, making it a better world. And it becomes easier and easier because the more you say yes, the easier it gets. The more you say no, the easier it gets, because we define a ritual for ourselves by every little action adds up into the ritual that is us. That is what we hold, and it is what we express in this world. If we're in anger and pain all the time, that's all we're going to be able to reflect. And you know, that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm just trying to help us all understand that it's these small little things that add up to the big picture. It's every piece of the puzzle that'll get you there in a beautiful, magnificent way. And it starts with this moment right now. Are you going to do the next right thing? Are you going to take the chance, take the leap? Are you going to be okay with double tapping that screen and showing a little bit of love, hoping that your fingers don't fall off? We always thought they wouldn't have. You know, are you gonna say the thing that needs to be said? Are you gonna, you know, it's hard. It's been hard for me to say the thing that when there's love involved, especially, it can be so hard to say the thing. We're so scared we're gonna lose somebody. We're so scared that they're gonna hate us. Well, none of that matters if they're not in this world anymore, you know. But if you say the thing that needs to be said, and it could help. I guarantee you it can help these people we love, you know, but you have to say it. You have to do it. You have to take that leap, be outside of yourself. Is it going to be easy to do the next right thing? No, it's not always going to be easy, but it will get easier, because the more you say yes, the more it becomes your nature, the more it becomes your tradition. The more you spread kindness and love, the more it becomes your tradition. The easier it gets, the more it's outside, the more it becomes part of your norm. And now that we're on this journey together, I feel myself growing in a way that is beyond my wildest dreams, because I'm taking these small steps every day, getting 1% better, getting 1% closer to being completely comfortable with being open and loving, and putting that chaos of this other life behind me. You know, this thing I was born into, you know, that I had no control over. But it starts small. And it grows. It starts with saying hi. It just starts with maybe a little wave, maybe a little winky emoji, maybe a little tap-a-rooney there, and maybe a couple extra little tippy taps to help draw in some more friends so that we can help them be part of the conversation. You know, if I have 400 girlfriends. James, we know you have hundreds of girlfriends, brother, and we're super proud of you. You're going to have to like send us a link to your dance parties at night. We're going to have to, maybe we could do that. You could go on, we get you on Discord, and you could share this jam that you're doing on a nightly basis that we're so jelly of over here. The more you say no, the more yes. Okay, wait, I gotta the best way to show my gratitude is to accept everything, even my problems, with joy. Yes, because it's how we create a true reality in our life, a reality worth living. And that depends on you. You know, if you're so used to misery and pain that you can't break that cycle and you want to be in misery and pain, I feel for you. You know, but I also know there's a way out of that misery and pain, that dark abyss of loneliness and darkness that consumes us, this hole that we dig, you know, out of self-loathing because we're not worth anything more, because these people have created a tradition in our head to keep us in control, to keep getting out of us what they want. You know, and they might not even be doing it on purpose. You know, my mother didn't do it on purpose. That was just the tools she was given. We got to accept that too. I love too, Tristan. We appreciate you, Tristan. Awesome. Tristan is the man. If you've never seen Legend of the Falls, Tristan, this is to you, my brother, and to the movie Legend of the Falls and the epic human being that your name reflects. Why am I so understanding? Because I've been through a lot of pain, brother. It took a lot of pain to get here, and I could be, you know, I could be a villain in this world. You know, heroes and villains have the same origin story. It's just, are you willing to set down the pain and take that leap to have kindness in your heart, or are you going to punish the world because of the pain you've been in? That's your options right there. Whatever you want to do, they're both valuable actually in this world. We need, we need all of it, the full spectrum of life. But I implore you to take the leap to being a kinder human being, to being a gentler, loving, compassionate human being. Because for me, it's a hell of a lot better place to live. I have people I love deeply that decide to be the asshole, and here's the thing, even with them, those assholes in our life, the asshole uncle or the asshole cousin, there's some real love in there. And and they take pride in this because that's their tradition, and let them be who they're going to be, but I don't recommend living in that lifestyle, being scared of being compassionate, being scared of being seen as weak. We must be the warrior in the garden, my friends, because a gardener in a war is a tragic thing. A warrior in a garden is beautiful. Be willing to stand your ground for what's right and be willing to go the distance. And most of the time you won't have to, but you need to be 100% willing because they'll see it in your eyes. That darkness in this world will know it. Will know if you're willing to go the distance or not. And believe me, that darkness backs off 99% of the time when it knows you're willing to go to the distance. Bless you, MD. Love you deeply and everything you bring to the table. I'm sure Scott will appreciate that. Rolando, where'd we go? Rolando, will you become a bigger creator? You will become a bigger creator. Well, I appreciate the Rolando. I appreciate you guys being along for the ride. Jane Doe, perfect and normal are not words that can be used to describe humans. No one is perfect. Perfection only exists among broken pieces. Oh my God, Jane. Absolutely beautiful and amazing. Thank you for sharing that pearl of wisdom. And, I had this conversation with Al one time, and I was in my pain and I was in my darkness. And he said, "What do you think of me?" And I said, "Al, you're just this amazing human being, and I just love you so much, man. And you took me in, and you care for me, and you care for all these people, and you're this thing." And he broke down for me what he went through, that childhood trauma through these Christian re-education schools that he was beaten and tortured through, and the prison that he ended up in, and the hatred in his heart, and even in this moment, how he acknowledged that he's not perfect. Take him off that pedestal. And it kind of blew me away. No, you deserve to be there. But he was right. Take everybody off that pedestal. We're all humans. Al was an amazing human being who was doing the right thing in that moment. But in his words, if he woke up perfect today, there'd be no point in going on. Nobody wakes up perfect today. We get 1% better off day. Off-grid girl, if it takes too much energy to carry all that anger, let it go. It is such a weight. That's a huge thing there, off-grid girl. Rolando, what town, city do y'all live in? Live in MA. Awesome. I'm in Kirkville, New York. Right now, that's where my quote-unquote home is, this physical place. But I'm searching for a home out there. But I got to settle some things here at where I'm at before I can do so. First thing first is the old Galactic Avenger. You guys want to see something funny? I fixed my window yesterday. Look so the window's up, right? We've had this problem, got the shims in. It took a little bit of ingenuity and a whole lot of heartache. I tore this up. There's 5 layers and 9 million bolts. And here's the thing. This is how we open our door now. By pulling that little guy there. I haven't figured out the lock situation yet, but this, I had to do something. The window had to go up, and the Galactic Avenger's on its last legs. I don't recommend that you do that to your vehicle, but here's the funny thing. It worked out in a few different amazing ways. Now I can stretch out a little bit. I got a place to set my French press that won't roll around in the morning when we're on our way to get it. There's positives. Now, do I not have a door here now and a handle? And it's easy? Yeah, whatever. But the window's up, right? The window is up. And we're going to be making a short of them shenanigans. And that reflects this other thing that Hawanase used to say is that, get up. If you're feeling that sense of uselessness, that dark emotion, that pain, get up and do something with yourself, anything. And it can be angrily to hear that. Well, I can't because I'm this and that. We're not telling you to go run a marathon. We're not telling you to save the world. I'm telling you to get up and brush your teeth. I'm telling you to get up and wash that ass and just take a breath. Slow down and reflect about the pain you're in. Find the core of it and accept it. Now, it's not going to make it go away. We still have to walk through that door, We will make it one day. Believe that. We're making it today, right now. This is exactly what it needs to be so that we can all heal and grow until we take our other last breath and go homeward. We are all homeless. I do not matter where you sleep. Thank you so much. We have compassion for all those that don't have a comfortable place to sleep. But comfort, too, is what you make it, right? Some people think I'm nuts in the Galactic Avenger here, this tiny little car driving around the country. I feel so much more, especially now with the tree falling on my house, I feel more comfortable sleeping in my car in Walmart parking lot sometimes than I do in that giant house that reflects all these things I don't want anymore. Not that it's not amazing, but I didn't make that decision. I made that decision because based on what everybody else told me I wanted, and now it's scary. I'll admit I'm scared shitless at times about living a different lifestyle and setting myself free and doing something different. But we have to take these leaps to be content. And I know that for me, making that decision can be the hardest thing. You got to make the decision first and then put it out in there in the universe. I'm making the decision. I want a small bus. I want to be able to travel the country and do the next right thing for these amazing people. I think that we have a good basis idea with the VFW and kind of getting with them so I can help people out as I travel. And I want to spread love and appreciation every morning here with you guys. I want to spread love and appreciation through my communication and connection with other human beings. And if you feel that same way, feel free to and if you're not sure how you feel free to double tap that screen and we'll figure it out together. And if I'm missing your comment for anything important, I have a bunch of homes away from home. Crank's house, Eleanor and Sonia's, now Sally's, where we've done some work. If you look at my playlist, you'll see the next right thing there at Sally's house. Jane. The windshield is bigger than the rear window for a reason. The rear mirror. Yes, and that's the thing, because we must look forward, keep our eyes on the past slightly, but we can't be dwelled on it. We got to remember where we came from, but not just be stuck in it, because we're not gonna get anywhere stuck in that rear view mirror, right? We must look forward, as Holly discussed with me at Walmart in North Carolina. A beautiful grandmother-aged woman that took me in because I was having a rough day in the moment, and shared love and compassion with me. This understanding that whisper, this word she put on it, is trying to pull us back. It's trying to get us to look backwards. We don't need to do that. The more we look back, the harder it gets. The more we focus on we have to open our hearts to the possibilities and know that it's not just going to happen. The world isn't a magical place where your wishes are granted just because you think they should be in this moment. It takes work. It all takes effort, and that's part of this lesson of life. Are you going to put the effort in? Or are you going to live in the pain and sorrow that you're stuck in and you're told that you deserve, which you don't? I guarantee you. Trying to wake up, Tristan. Well, we appreciate you. Take your time. Found a bus, by the way, with 1K. It needs some brake work and cleanup. Here's the thing. I really think that, stacking some cash and checking out the all surplus thing, because, the all surplus, they come from schools. They've been maintained. I'd have to get to the auction and check it out first, wherever it is in the country, but they go for $2 or $3 grand. And I think that might be our best bet, unless there's another avenue out there that might be better for a bus. I mean, we could go, if I had 10 grand, I could go buy an awesome bus right now that just came from a school and has really good mileage and it's really clean and nice. But I ain't got no 10 grand. I might be able to pull together $2 or $3 grand here into the future. I might not be able to. I'm going to have to pull together something, because this Galactic Avenger's got 240 thou on it, and she is getting more and more, kind of disgruntled by the day. Sell your baby gravy. Crank. Nobody wants my baby gravy. But I appreciate the sentiment, Crank. And I'm willing to do whatever, and I've got some things lined up to help some friends, and I'm going to start stacking. I'm going to keep living minimally, even though I'm at the house, so that I can stack up. And if I can get a couple grand together and get a school bus, we could take Bun on the road and do the next right thing through compassion and understanding too, through our benefactors out there. Chillum and Misled Utopia and Roy Boy. It's slow and steady. It might be $1, $2 here and there, but it's adding up. And if you're interested in being the financial end, which we're not asking for anything, so don't get distraughted about that. But if everything's time versus money, and if you've got the money and you don't have the time and you want to do the next right thing, my Cash App's in the description. Crank will drop it here for you in just 1 second, and you can donate $1 or $10 or whatever you want to go towards the next right thing. With no expectations, because I'm going to work my ass off and I'm going to live this dream with or without you. But I'd love for you to feel that compassion and appreciation to be a part of it. Crank is saying some crazy shit in there, I'm sure. There you go, sugar baby. Come and find a cougar. Go be a cougar treat. Jane, you're something else. You are something else. I appreciate the vote of confidence. I've been called young yummy stuff a few times in my life. When I worked at Walmart for the first time when I was like 17, there was this group of women. And I found it flattering. You know what I'm saying? They used to kind of like flirt with me and mess with me and call me yummy stuff and wave and giggle. And I thought it was cute. And then we're going to go ahead and do this. We'll do that for you for a while. Just in case you guys feel up for it. And then there's no obligation, no expectations at all. I'm going to push forward and do the next right thing. I implore you do the next right thing. Whatever it is in your heart. Ooh, you hear that? Can you guys hear that music? So we got church bells roaring over there. That's beautiful. And we love having you here, Tristan. We love everybody coming in with care and compassion in your heart. It sucks that the world's time versus money, and I'm trying to dedicate myself to having the time to doing the next right thing. I think that once this gets bigger, I've seen some of these services that are offered through people's product line once they get monetized. And I think I want to do individual counseling sessions. I think that, if anybody out there would be interested in individual counseling sessions with me, we can discuss what that means for you financially, because everything's time versus money. But I would love to help the world heal and grow in a compassionate way, and it's not about the money, but we all need to make that so that we can do the next right thing. I can't do it, on hopes and dreams. I did do it. I went down there and dedicated multiple different times to Sally's house already, and I'll keep doing it. I'll keep doing the next right thing. But you could be part of that feeling. It's an amazing feeling to be able to be part of something bigger than yourself and really spread hope and love and appreciation. It's beyond words. Something that I've never thought was possible. This feeling of joy that came from going down and help Sally the last couple times, despite there not being any financial benefit. Actually being there, the financial decline. I had to get there. I had to buy a mask. I spent money on overalls, and I'm not worried about none of that because I was able to help Sally out. And when we get back there, I ain't going to be worried about it again. No matter how it plays out, I just want everybody to have the ability to truly be a part of this thing, to whatever you feel like being a part of. And that's what this is all about. It's all about love, compassion, hope, and appreciation. It's about creating a better world, one small step at a time, right? You look up at this mountain, you look at these movies and these great things that people do and how epic it is and how that's how you change the world. No, you change the world in this moment right now by double tapping that screen. By taking the card in for the person you walk by telling this person that you can see the pain and anguish in their eyes, that they deserve better, and you understand pain and you're with them, by acknowledging that love, appreciation, acceptance, and hope, that's how we move forward. And by spreading this free therapy, as I've been told, and that's what it is, it's free therapy, because we come together and I want you to be heard. And I want my monitors out there to really keep track of anybody saying anything, that might be beneficial, that they need help. Because if someone out there needs help, we want to help you. I'm not reading every single comment this morning. Jane Doe, remember, you woke up today and there is a reason for it. No one is invisible. No one's invisible. There's a reason why we're here in this moment. You're still looking down at the ground, not up at it. A sweet old elderly woman in Florida once told me, I think it was Florida, said that you're on the right side of the grass, my friend. What are you complaining? 100%, James. Yes, very much. And we appreciate, love, and accept all of your points of view in the most epic, amazing way. And I'd love for you all to be a part of it in whatever way you see possible, even if that's just coming in and chatting with us in the morning. That's a huge thing. Coming in and being a part of what we're doing here in the small ways is going to be that first small step to finding peace in your heart. If you're not at peace, if you're struggling with these things, if you're struggling with life, which is a struggle, I'm almost sure of it. If you're not struggling at the moment, you've struggled at some point in the past. And we're here for you. And I'd love to be able to dedicate some one-on-one time to all these lovely human beings out there. But I need to go make money. I have a question. Will someone answer me? Feel free to ask the question there, brother. Is Lilammer for... I can't... IF. Ask the question, brother. I'm paying attention. Ask it right now before I look away. And I'll keep trying to... your name's... I don't want to slaughter your name. ISMAEL, yeah, whatever you please comment, man. Please ask the question. We're here for you. We love you. We appreciate you. We'd love to hear whatever you have going on. If you're something going on with you that we could probably help you navigate. I'm hoping we helped JJ yesterday. I know he's getting ready for court today and this big traumatic thing he's got going on. Let's, if you were here yesterday, you understand JJ's plight. If you weren't here yesterday and you want to know what's going on with JJ and be part of the solution, or just know what's going on with him, believe me, he's in a world of pain right now for some things that were out of his control, that were in his control, but through his ignorance, were out of his control. And now he's learning a lesson for it, and we pray for him. Bless JJ. Exactly, man. Bless JJ. And bless you this morning for being here, for taking the time, for taking a few moments, and being okay with whatever's going on, by stopping in and saying hello, by just stopping in and listen for a minute, slowing down, being appreciative and loving and respecting is the key. I know that without a doubt, because I've tried the other way. I've tried to bottle it up. I've tried to be this thing that the world tells me I should be, and it just causes me more pain. I don't want to be in pain anymore. I've realized I don't deserve that pain. I love myself enough to know in this moment I don't deserve that pain, and neither do you, my friends. You don't deserve that pain that we're living in. We do not deserve that pain, and that can be something really hard. That's a hard pill to swallow, right? And we even if we can acknowledge this and still believe through our brainwashed nature, through this thing we've told ourselves over and over again, that we don't deserve it, that we can't make a difference, that it doesn't matter. Well, you know what? You can. You're making a difference right here, right now, today, by learning and growing and creating something different in your life, by taking the time to acknowledge that there's a better, softer, gentler way for yourself. And I commend you for it. I commend everybody for coming in this morning and spreading their love and doing exactly whatever it is they can do, which means drop a comment, double tap that screen. It means, spreading love and appreciation by taking care of your brothers and sisters in the most simple way. Because here's the thing, the smallest little stone can create the biggest ripple. Someone could be having a miserable day, ready to go and take out all their pain on a server, or the next person that they feel like they can drop this boulder on, and people are so used to taking it, they'll take it and get angry, and then that person will drop a bigger boulder. What do you want to reflect into this world? Do you want to drop this boulder that's going to cause pain and cause more pain and cause the pain to ripple? Or do you want to drop a pebble of love? That pebble of love causes this giant landslide of appreciation, despite the pain you're in. You just drop that little pebble, bam. And it's so uncommon. It's so different from what we're usually passing around, that it just affects people in this magnificent way that's beyond all these words. That's beyond words. You just try it, smile, be kind, and watch that person turn around and be kind. Start whistling, whistle, walk around. If you can whistle. I guarantee you, you'll be out there humming a little tune, dancing a little ditty, and you're going to find, you look around you, and that little ditty is contagious. And that person's going to take that little ditty, that little dance, that little reflection of love, and they're going to spread that love. And then before you know it, it's a landslide of love and compassion. It just starts with that little pebble that you drop into the water in front of you. You decided for it to be a blissful, appreciative pebble. Rolando, blessings from Winchester, Massachusetts. Blessings to you too, Nunes. We appreciate you. Um, do YouTube. You good with technology, Rose? I'm not really good. I'm horrible with technology. I can't believe that I made money spark driving. I can't believe that I'm doing this right now. This is beyond my wildest dreams. But I had someone who loved me deeply. Rob from Misled Utopia, this amazing music, despite his music, pushed me to do something more with these video journals. And yeah, you know, the episodes start off slow and they're kind of whatever, this video journal thing with intros and outros, and they grow into something better. If you're looking for a fun time, guys, check out Ruby Caverns in my long forms. I think that was one of the first ones that really started to bring this adventuring spirit to fruition, which allowed me to keep growing and keep going. And they got better and better. And then, you know, the coffee talk, you know, everything before that. You know, I thought, oh, I could get rid of all that stuff. It's not exactly what I want. I could redo it. No, I got to leave it where it is, because that shows the growth of this place and where I started and where I am now. You know, you watch my first episode and you know, in that short little blip of me making the decision to move forward, and then watch Coffee Talk. I mean, that's a million miles apart, you know, and, you know, it took effort and time, and it took me facing something that I thought that it wasn't possible. I thought that I didn't, what's your question, Tyson? I'm trying, brother. Did you ask the question? Ask the question, my friends. And then if I don't see it, my co-host will help me figure it out. Please ask the question, my brother. And as long as it's not English or Spanish, because that is the stupidest question on the planet that reflects something that doesn't matter at all. You know, where you put it and when you put it there shouldn't have any bearing on who you are. As long as it's not that question, feel free to answer, especially if it's something that you're going through that you might need some help and some guidance and some love and some appreciation. We're here for you. You do what you need to do to the best of your ability. And if that's sitting and listening to the chat this morning, that's amazing. If that's saying hello, if that's reaching out to your brothers and sisters and, you know, admitting that you understand some of the pain that we talk about here, or you know, or coming to terms with the fact that you want to grow and learn and that you appreciate being here, all of that matters. I am not. No, I am not. I do my generation on history subjects. Unemployed person. Now I'm unemployed person, so what do I do now? It all depends on you. If you're unemployed, do you want to create your own destiny, my brother? Do you have some kind of skill set? It might not be the skill set that you're used to. I mean, you can mow a lawn. Can you fix soffit? Can you paint? Can you whatever you can do for your neighbors, start there. You know, if not, download an app. There's all kinds of apps to get you through. I don't know what I'm doing now. You know, I'm trying to utilize my skill set in painting and fixing things, but I'm also leaning on those apps so I can get through while I figure it out. You know, if a 9 to 5 is something you want and that's your lifestyle, then put in 10,000 applications. And don't discriminate, you know, because if you need something, you need something. Don't discriminate about what will keep you fed, brother. That's what you should do. Be open, honest, and loving and appreciative. Start your own company. Yes, very much so. I believe everybody out there has your own marketable skill. Now, it might be hard to figure out a way to market that skill. Maybe you're not a good marketing person. Maybe you're not good with chatting with people, but you're really good at fixing things. Well, find someone who's good at chatting with people. You know, or reach out to the people you care for and go, you know, I want to do this and I want to help you, and help them for almost nothing. Help them for just enough to get by, and then they'll tell your friends how amazing you are, and word to mouth is huge. You subbed, Tristan. We appreciate you. Let's roll the dice. I know that we're not on the ball today. There's a 11. We're going to roll for you again. There's a 6, which is nada. We got to accept the way the dice are frozen cold today. But with love and appreciation, compassion in our heart, we move forward, doing the best we can to the best of our ability. With love, compassion, appreciation, hope, and experience. Let's see this. Left that up there for long enough. We're not really asking for anything, but we just want to make sure that. Oops. Boop. unpin that. There we go. We don't want anybody to come in and get discouraged thinking we're out here begging, because we don't need anything from you. We don't want anything from you. We just want you to be able to be a part of the next right thing in any way you see fit. So I hope you find it yourself in a beautiful way today, in a beautiful place with compassion and love in your heart, and realize that you can create whatever destiny you want through compassion and love. And it's not some huge thing. There's the big lesson of the day. It's not this mountain that you climb. It's taking one step towards the hill, and it is backing your brothers and sisters up and being patient and loving and caring and making the journey with them. That's what it's all about. Rose, where are you traveling next, Scott? So Rose, we are going to go to Ohio possibly and see our brother there, Scott W. And then we're going to see James is a for surety in St. Louis. And then we're going to Sally's, because Sally's is the first next right thing on the list to finish up, or not even to finish up, but to continuously work on her place in the situation she got put in with these contractors who emptied her bank account and destroyed her home. Can anyone give you a job? I don't have a job for you, brother. There are staffing agencies out there. Look into those. There are, day labor places. There are apps that you can download. And believe me, it might sound complicated, but it's real simple. I downloaded the DoorDash app, and within 10 minutes, I was delivering food. And, it might not be the most money in the world, but it could buy you dinner. And so let's keep our love and hope and appreciation in our heart for Sally. That sounds like an amazing plan. I think it's going to be all right. But the first step is me figuring out what I'm doing here. First of all, with the roof. Secondly, with this place, whether I'm going to keep it or not, or try to put it into someone's hands that can put it to good use. There's a lot of work that's been done. Still a lot of work that needs to be done. But for the amount of money I pay per month, and what it could be, you could save a ton of money. How funny is this? Is this our buddy here from the parking lot over there coming to gamble? I wonder if he's like, this is our buddy here. I think that's the same SUV yesterday that told us that was concerned about us parking in the other parking lot. He's got a really nice vehicle there, if you guys remember. He's coming to do some gambling this morning. Or maybe not. Maybe it's his wife. It looks like the same car. Anyhow, it's none of my business. Just got me thinking about that guy yesterday. And here's the thing, too. We don't have to just fight against the abyss all the time. That guy came up, and he said it in a respectful way. Can't be staying here, brother. I said, well, this is what we're doing. Do you mind if we hang out for a little while? You know what? No problem. Sarah, I'm so glad to be a part of this community. And you are a part. Rose, too. Mira, you are from... MD is from the UK. I don't mean to answer the question for you, MD, but I just so happened to catch it. I do need to start eating a little bit better. Excuse me here. I start bringing bananas or whatnot. I got to get myself some Sudafed, something like that. Maybe we'll turn the AC on for a little bit. Is that too loud for you guys? Does that hinder our conversation? Me running the car a little bit, turning the AC on now that it's starting to get hot. If it hinders you hearing me or being able to be a part of this, Tristan, subscribe. Didn't we roll for you, Tristan? We're going to roll for you again. There's a 3, brother. Share to another platform. Give us a quote. All these things will get you a role in the game that we've created here together. Know your role. But we're not pushing that today. You do what you need to do, and we'd love to have you be a part of one of our amazing winners here that are going to... Oh, look, there's mine, McFly, believe it or not. Not just Traveling Scott. I've been known as McFly in the past, which is something I appreciate, but didn't appreciate in the moment because I was called that for these reasons, because I missed one piece of toast at the Res Diner. Scott W, I love it here. Push through, we will support you. Yes, we will. Rolando, I think you're making a positive impression. If you end up if you're really wanting to be a mod, keep in and keep doing this right thing and making an impression with our co-hosts here. And then, that could be in the possibility in the future, depending on how they feel. about you and what you bring to the table. I think that's the best way if you want to be a mod, brother, because they get to make that decision, because James, Crank, and MD have put the work in with love and compassion in their heart. And, I want to give them the validation for being a huge part of this. They make this work. They keep you guys, especially now that we're doing it a little bit differently, and I haven't been reading every single comment. I have faith that they're taking care of you guys out there as good co-hosts. And we'll figure it out from there, buddy. It would be great to have you keep coming in. And I think that, over some time, making that impression, they're going to want you to have that blue name, my brother. That day will come, but will it happen? What are we talking about here? But will it happen? That day will come. You got to take time. I don't know if it'll happen. I can't tell you for sure what's going to happen tomorrow. I can tell you for sure it's going to happen in the next 5 minutes. But what I can tell you is that if you keep doing the next right thing, it will exceed your greatest expectations. And that's a promise that was made to me a long time ago. I thought it was one of these goofy little things that my father would say, off like a herd of turtles and shit. And, oy vey as a stoic Native American man, trying to be a funny jackass. But, it rings true, and it always does. If you want something in life, Rolando, you just keep doing it, man. Just keep being that until it happens, man. Keep backing us up here. Keep showing love. And I'm sure that if you're consistent and you've made a good impression on our co-hosts here, that it'll happen eventually. But it doesn't need to happen today. Slow and steady. Nice and easy. Nobody moves. Nobody gets hurt. Yeah, I appreciate you subbing, Tristan. It means a lot. I rolled for you a couple times. You know what, Tristan? You're adamant. I'll roll for you again. There's the 60-60s. The double 60s, Tristan. And we appreciate you having you on the Wall of Champions here. We're going to give you your spot right now, brother. Do me a favor and comment on some things on my page and spread love and hope. Double, triple, octuple tap that screen. I'm sure you said you've liked, but if you keep hitting it, it'll help us spread this appreciation and love, Tristan. And that's what we're here doing, without expectation. You do whatever feels right, but it would help a lot so that we can grow and move forward and do the next right thing. Lavender's a beautiful thing. Nicole Parton. Oh, bro, sis. I hope this isn't is this the first comment? Brother, how are you today? I love you, Nicole. We appreciate you being here. My sister, my little big sister, Nicole. She's absolutely amazing. Human being. We appreciate you being in. We're talking about creating a life for ourselves beyond this pain we came from, sis. And you know all about that, right? We have to take whatever it is in this moment and understand that it's going to be whatever it's going to be, but we can find an emotional place to decide whether it's good or bad. You smash out your back window, are you going to hold yourself accountable? Yes. Are you going to tear yourself up? Yeah, maybe a little bit. But, are we going to go through this process of getting it taken care of with pain and anger in our heart? Or are we going to decide that we want to do something more and do something better and be something more? Because I know that when I look back at my life, I'm not going to want to be angry. I'm not going to be like, oh man, when I smashed out that window, if I could have just been an asshole to 5 more people, I would just, it would be amazing. I'm going to be like, wow, I'm glad that I learned the lesson as quickly as I needed to learn it when I smashed out that back window, and I had compassion for myself. And whatever the next thing is that I do to myself or the world does to me, I want to look at it like that. How am I going to feel about this at the end and how I respond? Am I going to be happy with the way that I respond? Because, we're all headed towards the same goal here. We're all headed to the same place. I do. Yes, you are my speaker. As I clean, you should come over and home all weekend. I love you, sis, but with open, honest communication, I hate being where you live. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. You're always welcome at my home, whether I'm there or not, and I'm here now, and I come see you, but I think you should get out of that place. You should move forward and get out of that traumatic situation. My home is a home, but there's weight for me there too. I need to get rid of or away from it. I'm not just telling you to do this. It's hard for me. Look what I've built, and now I know I need to walk away from it. And I'm with true and open-hearted love and respect in my heart. Get away from that place where our grandmother left this world, where our mother tortured herself. You're living in this house of resentment and pain and regret. And I know you can handle it, right? It's all good. You're holding on. Let go. Let go of all that shit and understand you deserve better, sis. Right now and right here and right now in this moment, you need to let go of it all. And I'm not saying jump and do it all right now, sister. I'm saying really start evaluating it, because if you'd heard me up into this point, you'd be out of there. You'd be somewhere better where you belong. You know what I'm saying? And I strive for you to do so. What will be, so let it. What will be, so let it. And sis, I hope I'm not like pointing you out too much. Please send some love, make sure I didn't upset you. But I really want you to hear what I'm saying, and maybe in this format you can hear me. I'm a kid, Tristan. You can still live with love and compassion in your life. You can still move forward with open, honest communication as a child. Whatever tools you don't have, hopefully you'll find them here, because that's we start small. I wish someone would have said this to me while I was a child. This summer went by so fast. It did, without a doubt. I'm trying. I appreciate you trying, Nick. But do something today for yourself to get you closer to that goal, 1% closer. If I was standing there right in front of you and I said, try to move that chair, what would you do? What would you do? You'd reach over, you'd move the chair. So reach over and move the fucking chair in whatever way you can do today. Be adamant that you deserve better, because you deserve better than the scenario you're in. And I say that with open, loving compassion in my heart for my sister, my blood sister out there, who I'm doing my best. It's hard for me to say. I don't want to push you away. I don't want you to be upset. But we got to say the thing to the people we love, and I've learned that I don't have to live in regret if I say it. Now, I'm not going to make you do anything, and I'm not going to judge wherever you end up, but I cannot come to your home. That is no home. That's no home for you. That's no home for your emotional and positive well-being. That's no home for me to be a part of. You come to my house as more of a home, even though I'm trying to figure out a way to let go of it. I love you deeply, but I can't be out there surrounded. We are whatever we surround ourselves with. We become saturated with it, and that becomes our tradition. I don't want that for you. I want you to have more. And please, sis, I hope you understand. I know you understand, and I don't mean to air out whatever you got going on. You know what I'm saying? I hope this isn't too much, and if it's too much, you tell me, and I'm sorry. I will mend my wayward ways. But we're trying to help people understand here, and through our struggle, through your struggle, we can help people understand, sis. We can help people understand that, yeah, we all get caught in that rut. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you keep trying, do it. Do a little bit. I'm not saying do it. I'm not saying leave your place. I'm saying do something today that'll get you closer to the goal, that'll get you closer to doing something positive and loving for yourself. Yes, Rose sends love, Nicole. We all send love to you. Please respond again to make sure I'm not upsetting you. I don't want to upset my sister. I love her deeply. My biological sister in this world. My first best friend, even though we tried to kill each other, fucking God knows how many times. I helped my dad fix cars. That's awesome. Tristan, that's awesome. You're going to be a hell of a mechanic one day. You keep working on that and keep pushing forward, knowing your value and your appreciation. And you tell your dad you love him every single day. Even if he's an angry, grumpy bastard that can't say it back, he obviously loves you enough to have you involved in what he's doing. And I make no, qualms about, or no assumptions about human beings in general. All right, we cooled it down a little bit. I hope that the noise from the vehicle didn't, especially with the no insulation in the door, since there was 19 layers. I don't understand. It's simple, they says. It says, just open the door panel and lift the window up, they says. Wait till you see this video. Oh my God, 37,000 bolts later, freaking all these wires and bullshit. And I just end up going ham on it, and just now, here's the thing. Now, I ain't got no inside door panel, and I don't give a shit. I'm happy with it. I got some more storage. I get some fresh air. It is what it is. And the window's up. But that's the thing, right? It's always a hell of a lot harder than people say it is. Sean is watching. Awesome. Well, we appreciate you, Sean, and we love you deeply. That's my little buddy. That's my nephew, Sean. His nickname's my little buddy, and I love him. And I appreciate you, Sean. Hell yeah, Sean. Keep moving forward, brother. We're gonna push forward, and we're gonna figure out a way to manifest the destiny in this world through spiritual alchemy. And that might sound insane, right? Like, Uncle Scott, what are you talking about? Spiritual alchemy. It's a very simple thing. In each moment, we get to decide where we're gonna be emotionally. And it can be hard. If it's a bad thing happening, happening and we're revved up to 150% of anger and frustration, you know, if you can go to 149% anger and frustration, you won. And then you go 1% better and 1% better. And you bring that frustration to a place of understanding. And then eventually you can find yourself in peace, in harmony. And despite the chaos around you, you can manifest a beautiful life. That's spiritual alchemy. You know what I'm saying? It's turning silver, it's turning iron into gold, right? Yeah, no, that's bullshit. You are the iron. Turn yourself into gold through this slow and steady process of how we look at things. You're going to manifest a world around you that's going to exceed your wildest expectations by double tapping that screen and hoping your fingers don't fall off. You know, and if they do, we always thought they shouldn't have. You know, you're going to manifest that destiny by taking the card in for that woman that's struggling or asking if you could help somebody, and they might say no. They probably will say no 10,000 times because people are weird. What do you want from me? You know, but keep doing it. Keep asking. And then someday someone's going to allow you to help them, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. And you're going to change that life. And this ripple of love, respect, and open honesty is going to push through the world in a way that's going to change it. But it's this small little thing that changes it. It's a small little thing. Yeah, that's absolutely amazing that we hit 50 likes today, guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. And I appreciate every little bit that you do. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you opening my heart so I can start dropping these pebbles of love into the ocean of pain and anguish in this world so that it can ripple through and we can all drop these pebbles. Before you know it's going to be a tsunami of love and compassion and we're going to wonder how we got here. Like, I feel like that sometimes. How did I get here to this place of blissful understanding, you know, when I've been in so much pain? I got here slow and steady, nice and easy. I got here by spreading love in every single movement I make. I got here by not just saying these beautiful things that I say, but by embodying them, just the way Hawanase did. He'd say these things and he'd go out and live it 110%. Now, was he perfect? No, because if he woke up perfect today, there'd be no point in going on. And that's a real man being really honest with himself and with the world around him. But, you know, slow and steady, we can make a huge impact in this world. Roy boy, good morning, my friend. It's good to see you in today. I appreciate the conversation last night, man, despite fucking T-Mobile's bullshit. Dude, T-Mobile's really starting to upset me with this shit. Like, I'll send a text message, and right before I send it, it'll chop it all up and change the words on me and shit. Like... And then I send it, and I'm like, that's not what it just said right before I sent it. It'll like change the, I don't even know. Maybe it's the phone, maybe it's T-Mobile. Maybe I'll have to just have a discussion with them about our partnership here and what I'm doing and them not possibly being, I want to buy a wife. How much, please? You want to buy a wife? That's not how it works, 178. You can't buy love. I hate T-Mobile, Roy Boy says. Yeah, and then they get you to sign a contract and snizzle. It's ridiculous. Now I don't, I'm in with my brother and like I would be letting him down. So maybe we're going to have this conversation with him once things simmer down. But again, my niece is in this world and she went home yesterday. She's a happy, healthy, young little bundle of love. We are both an aunt and uncle 5,000 to buy a wife. Rolando, are you serious? Rolando, or were you just talking about wanting to be a monitor, or is this a different Rolando? Those aren't the accents. Sean Richards, yeah, 178, Clint, calm down. Yeah, tell them to calm his shit down. We don't disrespect women in this place by thinking we could buy them. That's the one thing we do not do here is disrespect women, children, and the elderly, or our other brothers out there. No disrespect in this place that we're in, 178. Sarah said she'll be your wife for $50,000. Oh, okay. Well, Sarah doesn't seem to be disrespected. You got 50 grand for Sarah? If not, shut your fucking mouth. How about that? Fucking shit. For 50 grand, I might be your wife as long as there ain't no touchy-feely going on. You know what I'm saying? 50 grand, I'll cook you dinner 5 nights a week. Don't touch me. How about that? How's that work? Huh? And now you feel insulted? Anyway, creating a positive life through this way that we manifest love into our lives, despite the scenario we're in. That's where we're at, guys. I really want to, express this gratitude for this tool that I was given Not only by Hawanase, but by all these amazing human beings that came before me that expressed love and true compassion and understanding for who I am. We reflect that back into the world, and we become something so much more than we could ever thought was possible. uh, this struggle and this pain defines us in a way that allows us to appreciate the beauty in this world. The 10 foot of snow here in Syracuse in the winter and the freezing cold and all the bullshit. You don't come up here in the summertime, man. Go to the Adirondacks and you'll see this epic landscape of amazing, awesome beauty in this expansion of life that's beyond your wildest dreams. But it's got to snow sometimes for it to be that. That's just what it is, but those snowy days help us appreciate this beautiful sunshine. Without that, if it was like this every day, beautiful and sunny and appreciative, just like everything else, we're humans. We take it for granted, right? We take for granted the air in our lungs because it's there. We take for granted the earth beneath our feet and the fact that these animals give their lives and that Creator has given us all the foods and medicines that we need because it's there, right? It's there. So it's easy. So we take for granted. When we start our day off by giving thanks for these simple things, the four directions, the earth beneath our feet, and Creator's love and how He shows it to us by the way that this creation's laid out before us, it's an amazing world. And we truly see the world in a different place if we look at these things as gifts, because they are. Just because you're readily given it on a daily basis, we lose track of it. That just goes to show you, if we're readily given a sunny day every single day, the sunny day wouldn't matter. Those days in between of pain and struggle and darkness, the lessons that come from pushing through that pain and struggle and darkness, that's where the change happens. That's where, in the end, when I look back at every given moment in my life, I'm going to find compassion for myself because I was struggling and didn't have the tools, or I'm going to be appreciative of my life and how I handled it. We're all going to end up in that moment, my friends. And right now we can be here and decide to be happy and be love. And when we look back in this moment, we can know we did the best we could for our brothers and sisters. And we can go to the fertile hunting grounds with a light heart. All these things that we struggle with in this world will pass, and we'll be able to take that love. And Tristan, feel free to ask your question, brother. I know I'm ranting on 100%, big dog. Big Scott, thank you, MD. We appreciate you. Would love Sarah. I have a question. Feel free, Tristan. Ask your question there, bud. I'm paying attention. Miss you, Wonk. I miss you too, kid. We're going to have to get together and do some stuff. And I know that it sucks, but I hate being out there and I don't have a vehicle to come pick you up. So you guys get out to my house, or we can meet somewhere. I'll meet you at the mall. I'll meet you at the mall down by your house. If you want to do that sometime, I'd love to. You know what I'd really like to do with you guys is go to the Hollywood Theater. They're playing Deadpool right now, and that would be awesome to see a movie with you guys. Sarah, are you not too, but even if you would get your gold as much as your weight? Thank you so much for communicating, guys. What happened to Tristan? He said he had a question. Did Tristan ask a question? Tristan, are you there, brother? You said you had a question. Feel free to ask. We're going to be as open as we possibly can with love, appreciation, and respect in our heart, Tristan. Inspire. Thanks, Scott, too, for hyping us up about painting and crap. Yeah, no problem. No problem. And if you guys, are going to get into it yourselves, please, man, I'm an open book. I could definitely tell you how to prep that surface, and we could do some research on the area you're in to get you the best products you need. Because when it comes to painting, it is preparation, product, and procedure, just like life. The preparation in life is the biggest thing. If we just run full bore with no thought of what we're going to do when we get there, what happens when we get there? I don't know. And I do that. I do that a lot. I'm the dog running after the car, man. I'm like, that son of a bitch. And then it stops. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I'm saying? But if I could be in that moment, be like, I just like chasing cars. I have no reason to do. I'm just going to chase the car. That's cool too. And then when you catch it, you're like, all right, well, I caught it. 1 point for me. Let's find another car to chase. It could be that simple, but we have to be acknowledged about what we're doing and where we're going. Okay, Tyson, let's see. Where are you at? My dad helps me with my PC. Okay. I thought you had a question, Tyson. Orlando, I am saying that with love and compassion, with support, you will succeed. Yep. Tyson, you're just flopping all over the place. Were you joking about the wife thing? Tell me you were joking. I need to hear that from you because that sounded a little disrespectful. If you meant it as a joke, we'll take it that way. I love to paint. I learned in prison and I learned about all the free world art stuff. Yeah, dude, we appreciate you painting. And that's a whole nother thing. You know, I'm an artist as well. If you guys haven't known or don't know, we'll take a little look on the outside of the old Galactic Avenger to some of my art. Now, it's not the most outstanding art in the world. But there's the old Galactic Avenger right there. Did that with spray paint, love, some acrylic, and some sealant. And there's some of our winners. And then we got some spray paint art here on the back. You know, whatever you bring and create into this world is art, my friends. And whatever you are, be a good one. And don't you ever forget to push through, because a better day's coming. You know, this too shall pass, the good, bad, or the indifferent. You know, my plexiglass back window is a testimony to that. You know, if you ever smash out your back window and you only got $65 to fix it, feel free to check out my shorts. Now, we got all this space here for the rest of our winners, but we do got to find a place where I get a good signal, because I'd like to dedicate another live to everybody who took the chance to roll the dice. A little bit of spray paint art here, guys. Love and compassion, appreciation. You know, stand out, do the next right thing. Terry is calling me at the moment. Let me answer the phone real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Reconnecting, guys. I'm sorry about that inconvenience. We just wanted to answer the phone. Terry called us, wanted to see how we're doing or what we're doing. You know, she could have just jumped on YouTube and checked us out, but she has come in here a couple times. Sorry for making jokes, by the way. Now, here's the thing. Make jokes, man, but that joke was a little inappropriate, brother. You know, to buy somebody, like, that's kind of a weird joke. Maybe we can work on humor here. Listen to some George Carlin. You know, George Carlin's absolutely amazing human being. You know, some Richard Pryor and stuff. I mean, they're a little raunchy, a little crazy. But, you know, there's a difference between raunchy, crazy, funny, and, like, disrespectful doesn't equal funny. 988, I like it for real sometimes. Definitely much love and respect from Shelbyville, Tennessee. Awesome. We appreciate that love and respect. Can you put my name on your car? Tyson, you do. You have a spot, brother. Right here. Tyson, you're going to be on my car. You rolled the dice this morning, you hit the numbers, and we will put you on the car, no problem. It's just going to take some time, my friend. I got to figure out a way to do this in a place where I have a good enough signal. I can't really spray paint and write names all over the car in this parking lot. Rolando Vega, much love and compromise from Massachusetts. Yes, there we go, Rolando. There we go. Watch some of those comedians in our past. If you're trying to be funny, dude, that's awesome. We want you to be funny. We just want you to joke about things that aren't just so, you know, to be funny, you got to, like, set it up. You know what I'm saying? Or say something that refers to something that we've talked about. You know, just jumping in with this ludicrous thing doesn't necessarily make it funny. The ludicrous can be absolutely hilarious, but you can't just jump in with something like, I want to buy a wife. Like, everybody's like, I'm insulted by hearing that. Like, what do you mean you want to buy a wife? You got to set up the joke. You know, if we would have talked about looking for a good woman, if we went into conversation about looking for a good woman, you know, or something like that, and nada, and you've been like, well, you know, I keep on looking, but I got this wad of cash, that would have been funny. You know, it's all about the setup, brother. Homeless man speaks truth. I don't know what your people doing in such a rush, in a hurry. I hope they find what they're looking for, because it's all beautiful people along the way. They do not stop and talk to. Inspire, yes, very much so, man. Every last human being has wisdom to spread, you know, love and appreciation and acceptance. You know, and we have to accept whatever love and appreciation and wisdom these people have to offer. But if we don't slow down and we judge a book by its cover, we might not see that appreciation. If you look back through my shorts, there's one where there's two of them with this Hannah, I believe her name was. She draws art outside of Walmart in Georgia, and you know, it was an attempt, you know, doing a little interview with her to try to show compassion and love and see the response. Now, the video didn't really get much of a response, But, you know, the first video is about her art and what she does, and how she's there just drawing, taking donations for the drawings. And the next one is about how she pushes through and where she used to be. And there's some beautiful wisdom there from this woman, you know, who's obviously been through a lot, and she preaches compassion, pain, and acceptance, man, through all her pain. And it's absolutely amazing. If you need some inspiration and some perspective, you know, someone who's homeless could more than a doubt give you that perspective. And most of the time they're open for it. Now you got to gauge it, like our buddy talking to himself the other day. You might want to walk softly and just do what you can for him and walk away, because that's a dangerous scenario you find yourself in. You can't fight mental illness, and, you know, especially when it's that deep. Rolando, met the other person's joke. Rolando Vega. Let's start calling you Rolando Vega. Or how about Rolando Bloom? Huh? Or about Orlando, Florida? Or about Orlando Calrissian? How about that? Which one? Roy Boy. Oh, Syracuse, the Orangemen. Yes, we kill it over here with the orange. Now, I'm not too much of a sports fan, but we gotta root for the home team with love, appreciation, and compassion in our heart. And it looks like Terry's about ready for us to go to work. Doesn't look like we're about over this right now. Hopefully Terry will jump in and say hello here. But we're doing the next right thing to the best of our ability, guys. We're getting a step closer every single day with everybody in here watching. You know, we're going to get to a place where we can monetize the channel. I don't really care. I mean, it's not even the money. I guess it's just hitting that goal, the dog chasing the thing. You know, that little bit of money that will help would be great for us to do the next right thing. It'll help us expand and grow. You know, once we can get a product line, one of the products is some counseling and some, maybe we can help people that can't afford counseling or don't have Medicaid, or just feel insecure about going to someone that they feel like doesn't care because it's this random dude in a tie who's just taking notes and making you feel insecure. You know, it won't be that way. It'll be like these conversations here. And I don't know how you guys feel about that, if you think that would be a good idea. It's just something that hit me the other night when, you know, we keep saying that the therapy is free. Yes, this group therapy is free. We come together and, you know, but everything's time versus money. Don't think so, Sean. What did he say? Are you in Syracuse now? Yeah, no, I'm in Kirkville. Right now, Bridgeport. Yes. He's just wondering if I was somewhere around home so we could get together. I'm not in Syracuse by your house now, no, and I've got some work I got to do this morning, if that's what you mean. Better than therapy. Thank you, Inspire. We appreciate you very much. Rose, it's time for me to go. Thanks for love. And Scott, thank you so much. You're very welcome, Rose. We appreciate having you. Triple tap, double tap, octuple tap that screen before you take off. Help draw in some new fellow travelers. Grow our turtle herd here one person at a time would be absolutely amazing. Have a great day, Rose. We appreciate you coming in. We love you so much. See you later, Rose. Rose, you're absolutely... Look at that. All that love and combined. Everybody wish Rose a beautiful day. She deserves it. She's become a part of this community through open love and expression. And she deserves to know that she deserves a beautiful day. Thank you, Sean. Thank you for reaching out, buddy. That's what we do. We back up the people that back us up. And Rose is here for us on a daily basis. Spreading kindness and love and compassion, struggling against the darkness to become something more. With that, I think we got about 5 more minutes. You know, we'll cut it a little bit earlier today. Tomorrow's probably going to have to be a short one, which is going to be rough unless we get a decent enough signal riding into the project with Randos, and he's cool with that. You know, but we do have to get forward. Everything's time versus money. That's why that's the only thing with the concept of the therapy and the counseling that I really think could help people that are in need, that would feel comfortable chatting with me and what I, you know, since I express what I've been through, and we can figure out a way out together. I think that would be the first thing on my product line once I get monetized, in a very minimal way. Can I turn blue? Rolando, brother, not today, probably not tomorrow. You keep coming back, and eventually, you know, we strive for these things we want right now, but that's not how it works. You know, if we gave you right now without putting the work in, would you appreciate it? Not as much as you'll appreciate it here soon enough when it happens after some time of love and compassion and appreciation. And we're not in need of one right now, but you are on the list, my brother. You know, there's a few other people that have asked as well, and We already explained it. Yeah, we did already explain it. No loss, only lessons. Inspired, yes, no loss. There is a loss in this world, separation of love and pain, and we do our best to move forward and do the next right thing. And look at that, 56 people came in today and spread their appreciation for what we're doing here today, and that's an absolutely amazing thing. I don't know who the hell is gambling at 8 in the morning here at Point Place Casino. 9 in the morning now, but the parking lot's starting to fill up. Hell yeah, Scott W. Relax, cool, calm, collective, like a cucumber. Be calm, be cool. Find a way to relax your way through it. Find love, compassion, and appreciation in your heart. And I'm going to do the same. I do. I get revved up, and I get so adamant about this thing that I'm running towards. I do, more than anything, want to stick around with you guys as long as possible to get these watch hours up so that we can use this platform to build a foundation of love. But we are building the foundation, right? But we got to understand when the work, when we've hit our plateau of what work we can do for today. And I'd love to stay on here all day long and chat with you guys. But especially today with a caring, loving family member who needs my help. We've got to get to that so I can feed myself, so I can put some money towards the next right thing. Congratulations to, what do we talk? Roy Boy, OGL Eric. Congrats. What are we congratulating about? Great job, Eric. What'd Eric do? Congratulations, Eric. Eric, 1 year and 7 months, 2 weeks clean from opiates addiction. Eric, we commend you today, my brother. We commend you for changing your life and doing the next right thing, man. Become part of the turtle herd here, brother. Become part of the next right thing by becoming a fellow traveler and subscribing. That little red button up there will do you right. If you hit the notifications, you'll get notifications when we come in every single morning between 7:30 and 8:30. I'm going to try to standardize the time a little bit more. And there's my park manager right there, leaving the casino at 9 in the morning. That's hilarious. Oh my God. Anyway, she seen me. You can't miss my car. She didn't wave. She looked away. That just shows the shit show scenario we're in right now. But yeah, 1 year sober. How awesome is that? Love and compassion to all of you. That's how we manifest the real destiny of love, compassion, and truth in our heart. That's how we move forward with respect and admiration. That's how we do this spiritual alchemy, right? Is that we open ourselves up to love and compassion, and we say the thing, man. You deserve to be commended today for the amazing thing you're doing. If you're out there struggling and it's been a while and you're staying sober, and dude, the struggle's a thing. Despite the drug and the physical addiction, the lifestyle we get addicted to. For me, this codependence caused me to be the jester and caused me to indulge in these, and I wasn't healing in a way that I'm healing now. So it was all pain and anguish and numbing it. And that wasn't for me. And I've been out of that lifestyle for over a decade now. And I commend myself for that, more than over a decade. I mean, I was in my early 20s when I started pulling away from it. It took me another decade. I tried to convince myself, well, if I drink by these rules and I go out and I have this, this thing, and I can still numb myself and I can still be the center of attention, I can still be the jester. That was all false validation anyway. None of that validation was real. Josh, how you doing? Roy Boy, I work for my family. That's awesome, Roy Boy. Josh, a lot of people have more difficult times questioning nicotine than opiates. I'm working on that too, Josh. Let's not say that one thing's more difficult than the other, because I've seen people withdrawing from opiates with goosebumps on goosebumps, puking in themselves, hating their lives, wanting to leave this world. I think that it's harder to quit nicotine because the consequences aren't so dramatic. I can keep smoking today and I feel like shit and it makes me smell nasty, but I'm not going to die today from it. It's going to be 10 years from now or something, and it's not negatively impacting the love I shine into this world. So it's so much easier to not face that struggle. Tony G, have you tried Fent? No, I never did fentanyl. That was way before my time. Never did heroin either, because I learned my lesson before that shit. But anything before that was game on. But I was intelligent enough to learn my lesson before all that shit came around. Tony G, we appreciate your opinion. Just know, please don't spam us with it, and we don't discuss such things here. Where are you across this pond? MD is quite anonymous. She doesn't like to be the center of attention, and we're not gonna, if she wants to answer that question, she can, but there's no not necessity. So we're at 2:32, and it is time to separate this morning. It is time to let go and get out there into the world and drop these pebbles of love so they can ripple into something more. For me, especially by helping someone I love deeply, and I got to get to that because, like I said, I wish I could do and be here with you 24/7, but it's a crazy world. A time for somebody. All right, love and compassion. That's it. Move forward and manifest the destiny in your life that you deserve through compassion and love. And as always, it ends pretty abruptly. Usually we go about 3 hours. But today I've got things to do, and tomorrow might be even quicker. So if you're interested in being part of the turtle herd, show up tomorrow morning, show your love and respect, during our quick show before I go and help a buddy out early as hell in the morning. With love, compassion, and appreciation in my heart, double tap, triple tap that screen, show a little love before we take off, would really be appreciated. Peace out, my ninja. Sarah, it's going to be an amazing day because you were a part of it today. All of you, everybody who came in and said hi, all of our new friends, all of our old friends, no reason, I just checked that girl out. Well, at least you're open and honest about it. Oh, I did? No, I didn't check her out. I just looked over there. Hugs, many blessings, very much so to everybody out there at the doctor's office. James, stay strong, man. I know you're hurting, brother. We got you. You too, Sarah. Thank you for being part of this community, Sean. We look forward to seeing you a bit more often if possible. How are you? Wonderful day, Scott, in chat. Yeah, we had a wonderful day today about growth and appreciation, about open, honest reflection of love and acceptance in our life that'll set us free. Keep that understanding with you that the hero isn't someone who takes on the giant. It's someone that spreads love and appreciation. It's the warrior in the garden, walking softly with the willingness to go the distance. That's the hero in life. Someone who feels the pain and struggle and does the right thing despite the fact that it's going to be hard, despite the fact that they feel like it might not make a difference. You might not see the effect of your love right here, right in front of your face right now, but if you spread that little bit of love and they spread that little bit of love, and before you know it, 10 times removed, someone's getting a hug that really needs it. Someone's getting some compassion that really deserves it. And it started with you smiling at somebody and telling them you like their shirt, or taking the card in for them. That's where it starts. It starts in these small and simple ways that grow to something beyond our wildest expectations, through love and compassion. And we might not see the true effect. We very rarely see the effect of this love and compassion we spread into the world. But people carry that with them, just like the anger and the hatred. We do. We carry it with us. When someone affects us negatively, seeing my, it causes us to react in a way that's painful. When someone reacts to us positively, it starts to lean us in the other direction. And that's what I mean by this ripple becoming a tidal wave. And we can do that together. Hugs and kisses and love for everyone, especially Big Scott. Aww, MD, hugs and kisses right back to you there, sweetheart. We appreciate the hell out of you, bro. Very wise. Thank you so much, Inspire. Hit that notification so we can see you in tomorrow morning when we pop in between 7:30 and 8:30. Don't forget to subscribe, do some commenting on some of my shorts or some of my videos if you're into it. That helps me to understand maybe some constructive criticism. I'm up for that as well. How I could grow and learn and make this channel better. I'm striving despite my inability to be very tech savvy. But with that being said, I've got a friend who's in need and I want to go help her, a family member. Peace out, Rolando. We'll catch you tomorrow, man. Keep putting the work in. I'm not telling you tomorrow or the next day, but if you're adamant about it, just stop asking. Give it a while. Give it a week before you ask again and show up every day. And then we'll reevaluate it then. How's that sound, Orlando? That sounds like a good game plan to me. With that, I'm off like a herd of turtles, my friend. I'll catch you same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow morning with love, appreciation, and respect in our hearts. Hopefully, I'll hear from you on my page. I do my best to respond to every single comment on every single thing everything on my page. If you notice, I would assume there's almost none, if none, responses that are not responded to, because I'm adamant about communicating with you guys, especially if you're in need. Please hit me up there or come to the Discord, and we're going to start growing that community as well, where we could communicate a little differently. It's going to be amazing. Have a great day. I'm off like a herd of turtles, my friends. All my loved ones there in YouTube land, stay well.